Welcome everybody. What up? What up? What up? What's up?
On, baby, let's do it.
How y'all doing, Marcos?
Hey guys,
I'm always good, man. Always good. Not a busy week this week, finally. So I was chilling. Had a couple of things I had to do for work. That was it. Glad it's Friday. I still haven't even opened. My family still hasn't opened our presents yet. So we're doing that tomorrow. So we had to wait for my niece and nephew to get back from their dad's place. So that's what we're
Oh,
waiting
that's why
for.
y'all waiting.
Yeah, we waiting. This holiday is not for us anymore. So I
It
don't care about Christmas.
definitely
It's all
ain't
for the
for us.
kids. It ain't for us no more. So Christmas. We're just waiting, man. That's all it is. But had a good Christmas.
Mhm.
Had to go in for work, but other than that, it was a good week, man.
Man, I was telling the wife, I was like, I don't get as much gifts as I used to from other people. I'm not talking about to myself because we buy our own gifts, right? Like our
Yeah.
gifts is all year round. That's what we do. But when we did the Christmas on and we opened the gifts and stuff, the kids had like 40, 50 gifts, which is what it should be, right?
hmm
It's that stuff, the kids are a center of attention, right? So they get all 50 gifts, and then it was time for our gifts, me and the wife, because we did ours last. We had both my girls, they alternate. That's what we do. We go under the tree. We have them pick. They pick out which one. They open it. The other one picks out. Blah, blah, blah. Now it's our turn, and I had two gifts. Wait, did I have two? Yeah, two gifts. No, I should have brought it out. I had two, three, four. I had four gifts, and my wife, I bought her like three gifts, and then she had two more from the kids. So she had about five. I had about four. I opened my gifts from the wife, and I'm not gonna tell you everything I got, but the one thing that meant a lot to me, because what I do is I have like an Amazon wish list, and I have like a general wish list, and then we put it in our family group chat. And just so people, just like here's, if you want to get anybody, mom or dad, anything or what have you, share it up to family, the wife to whatever. Like this is what, so there's no guesswork, right? This is what I have on my list. And then my one of my daughters, I mean both of them got me stuff, but one of them, I opened up the gift. She's like, "Dad, you're gonna like it." This is my younger one. She's like, "Dad, you're gonna like it." So I open it and I'm excited. And when I opened it up, it was a comic book. It was, I wish I had it, I would have showed it off. It's Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, Deluxe Edition, because that was on my list. It was a comic book. I
hmm
was like, oh, I was like, that's so sweet. Because they got to save up their money, buy me stuff. So I always feel grateful because my kids never have to get me anything.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, and then I hugged it. I was like, you really got. I was like, it was the top like three comics. I had comic graphic novels on there. That was one of the ones I wanted because I've been wanting to read the Superman Woman of Tomorrow for a little bit. And she got me the deluxe edition, hardcover. I was like, oh, this is so sweet. I was like, this is actually the best gift I got today. And then my wife looked at me. She's like, oh, excuse me? And I'm like, oh, I mean, aside from what because she got me like cologne and she got me some other stuff. And I said, babe, I said, I'm talking about for the kids, I said, overall. But then I set myself up too because then my older one was like, oh, dad. I was like, you know what? Never mind. Just,
It's the
they're
worst
all
gift
great
ever. Like,
gifts.
no, I
They're,
can't say that
they're
either.
all great, they're all great gifts.
What I do?
They're all great gifts. No, but I was
Yeah.
excited for that one.
That's awesome, man.
I was grateful for all my gifts, but I was really excited for that one. Um, Alan,
hey,
how was your week?
yeah, my week was pretty lousy. Thanks for asking.
You want to share it? What happened?
Yeah, my truck broke down and it's got all this computer garbage in it. And my diesel mechanic is gone till after the first of the year. And the all of the dealerships, their diesel technicians are all on vacation. So I'm stuck with a dead truck in my driveway until after, like till the second. So I'm not real happy right now, but it is what it is. And they'll get it fixed. It's a warranty thing. So anyway,
Of
first
course,
thing
it
on my
happens
list.
now, right?
Oh,
That's
it's
what you
always,
needed. Yeah.
dude, it always happens like Christmas, Easter, or Thanksgiving when everybody's off. It never fails. Uh, but the first thing, listen, I want to thank everyone in the community and everyone who subbed to our channel this past week. 346 new subscribers in 1 week. That's a record. So big shout out to everyone who subscribed to the channel. Thank you all very much for doing it. And we're going to try to continue to provide some of the best information and entertainment that we can. And thank you all again, the whole community.
Yes, we definitely
So,
appreciate you all.
quick
If it
story
wasn't
though,
for y'all,
Alan.
man, this show would
Yeah.
not be possible. That's
But
for sure.
Alan, I had a similar thing that happened to me, but I was driving while the technology stuff went down. So my power steering went off, my brakes weren't working. And I was just about to get on the highway too in Houston, so that would have been a nightmare. Luckily, I kind of like pulled the steering wheel like all my force to like a parking lot, and I had to get someone to tow me and get it fixed. But I was like, oh my gosh, I was maybe 2 minutes away from making the to get on the highway, and that would have been just the worst thing ever. So. Yeah, technology is great until it doesn't work, right? So
I'm on the road of selling off all this expensive truck stuff and just getting a 1969 or a 1970 simple vehicle with an automatic transmission, a carburetor, and a distributor, and no computers.
there we go.
Jeez, man. Who here, man, has a Tesla?
I mean,
I mean, even in the chat too, man, because I love electric cars. I actually want one. My lease was up recently. I ended up getting a new vehicle. It wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't a Tesla. I had the choice. I'm like, it was either get this or I get a couple more pieces of statues. So I had to balance the equation out. So I'll get a regular SUV.
So, dude, it's another scary story, man. So there's a big story that happened. It was my dad's friend. He had a Tesla, and him and his friend were just, hanging out at the house late at night. And he's like, "Oh, let's go with my Tesla and like drive it. And it'll do the automatic driving." And some bug hit it, and they kept going forward. And they hit a tree and they died. And it was a big story in Tesla that they had Elon Musk had to go in the news and talk about it. And the big thing was that they could have been saved, but the fire, it's like the battery they use, the fire, you can't put it out with water. So the fire people and people were putting it out with water. It kept going. It actually got bigger because of the water. So there's like a special thing that you have to use to put out fires when a Tesla goes up on fire. But they probably could have been saved. The firefighters had the correct equipment, So Teslas, they can do some cool stuff, but I've seen too many videos too of those cars just keep going forward when they shouldn't be going forward. So. Yeah, man.
It's scary, man. When it comes to technology in these vehicles now. I mean, I work in IT. For those who don't know, and I'm all about technology. That's what I do. I love tech, but it is scary, man. Because to rely on that, because not just with Teslas, man, but other
for sure,
smart cars. What happens is just like with all computer stuff, right? Alan knows he hates computers. They all need updates. Right, they all have fixes. Same thing with if you have iPhones, right? Samsung, Androids, all the other stuff, whatever. They all have bugs. They all need patches and fixes. That's why there's 16.0, 16.01, 16.1.0 update. They all need updates. And the crazy thing is, it's once they patch something up,
another thing happens.
There's another thing breaks and they have to fix that. Patches keep coming no matter what you got. So it's the same thing with cars. So it has happened many times, right? Where it's just like, this don't work, the screen stops working, this don't work. It's a pain, man, and that's what we're gonna have to deal with if we're gonna go the way of electric. I'm
gonna be like Will Smith in the future in iRobot. Remember, he's like, there's only normal stuff that we have today, and everything's like super futuristic. I'm gonna be like that in the future. I know I'm gonna be like, fuck this shit. I'm not using that. I'm sticking to old school stuff, as old school as you can get, But it is scary, man. It is scary.
Yeah.
Gosh,
but
man.
Let's talk about
yeah. Well, first of all, let me address the elephant in the room. Jimmy is not feeling well. He sends his love. He can't be here tonight. He might pop in if he's feeling a little bit better, man. But we're just gonna, still talk about what we love, man. Just hang out and chill, like we backstage, and just talk about cars, man.
We don't dare talk about what we do backstage.
Yeah, okay, not everything, but this is all part of collecting, right? Cars, because some of us, I ain't a big baller like that. I don't know who else in the chat want to share too, man, but I know some of us collect cars. That's all part of it. If I could, man, I'd collect I'd collect the real life DeLorean.
Batman.
Yeah, I tell my wife all the time. I was like, if I had it like that, I'd actually buy me the souped up DeLorean already fixed. That would be my first vehicle. I'd get me a DeLorean. And the second vehicle that I would get, if I could afford it, I would actually go the way of what's my boy's name? on the Bengals. How I forget his name, but I'll actually get me a Batmobile, a tumbler.
Yeah, the Batmobile, the tumbler.
Yeah, I would actually get. Why don't I draw a blank? But yeah, I would actually get
Not 89 Batman. I'm surprised by
a
that.
tumbler. Well, nah, because that's that can't fit anywhere.
You think
I think
tumbler
is
can?
I think
Tumbler's
it's a
bigger,
tumbler's
though.
smaller. Tumbler's
It's
smaller.
bigger.
Tumbler's smaller. Thank you everybody for being at Godlike statues today. And I don't want to leave anybody out, man. Thank you for all those who came. Ryan, thank you so much. Congrats to the Godlike crew. I remember when you guys had your first shows and were trying to get 300 subscribers. Oh, man, I remember that.
That's crazy. That was wild. Like, dude, we got 500, bro.
I remember that. Gotham. Let me see. Terry said, I got a pop and a ninja ice cream maker. Ooh. I didn't know you
Nice.
like. Now I want to know, Terry, did you actually want that ice cream maker because you like ice creams, or it was just one of those surprise gifts that you got? You know. But got Harley who laughs and 3 hot toys coming in. First of all, let me hand clap because I love when I hear fellow hot toy collectors because I'm one of them. You know, I know Alan. You know, it's bust or nothing for. He's like. It's like, Freddie, I'm trying to get you out of hot toys. I'm like, no, you're not. You can't.
It's
Not
gonna
all the way.
happen. One day. Well, watch
Not all
behind
the
them
way.
one day. All that on is like right behind them. All those hot toys are just gonna be gone one day, and just be statues right there. Just 1-4 statues in the middle, top, bottom. I'm telling you.
What's up, Norman? Good to have you on. Random Korean. Mike said he got a 2008
Nice.
Tesla Model S. See what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Nice guy. What's up, man? What's up, man? Yeah. Look, I needs to love socks. Bring back the socks.
Yeah, we
Well,
want to
actually,
know what are those other things you got, like the stuff you never buy for yourself, like socks and underwear.
yeah, I'm glad nice guy brought it up, man. And I love you guys because the chat's going faster than I can bring them up. But yo, the socks thing, it's a little inside thing with me and nice guy, kind of, right? So, you know, I've been sharing that, you know, I don't really buy. I mean, I don't want to make it seem like I'm all holy and I just have no socks and I just walk around with just every sock I wear has a hole. No. So that's not me. But I'm saying I haven't bought socks in forever, right? You know, I don't know, 4 or 5. Because, you know, I mean, first of all, I have a lot of socks, but there's been socks that's just been, you know, just. But yeah, it's not good, you know. Holes, and I'm just, how do you get holes in socks? So anyway, the holes are in the socks, and so I've been sharing. I'm like, I don't buy socks, man, or like stuff like that. It's just I wait to receive, but eventually I end up buying some socks at BJ's, and nice guy hits me up one day. And he goes, Freddie, it's like, you know, there's Costco's is having a sale, right? You get a 12-pack. It was like 10-pack or something like that. It was like for like $7. I'm like, $7. I was like, I don't know. He was like, you know what? I'll even ship it to you. But I was like, no, I'm good. I eventually went and bought. So yeah, that was cool. But yeah. What about you, Alan?
Regarding
Anything like that?
no,
I don't have underwear. I have a bunch of holy underwear. You know?
I never have that. No, I make sure that I take care of necessities before I take care of statue stuff.
I'm the opposite, man.
Okay, all right.
Haven't
So
bought
I'm the
underwear
only
in
one.
about 10 years.
I gotta get groceries and, you know, pay the electric bill and, you know, socks and underwear before I can buy a statue.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys, because I know everybody's like, yo, what's up? Let's talk about the statues. Yo, 12 Days of Sideshow. What do we want? 12 Days of Sideshow. Are we on? Did they do 3 yet? Because I know we're going to talk about 2. We just did 2.
Darth Vader print. It was alright.
Darth Vader print?
It was alright. It wasn't that great, but yeah, they had 2, at least. They teased 2 statues at the first 2 days, at least. The sales. Yeah, right. We're all trying to buy things on sale.
12 Days of Sideshow, December 25th to the 5th. So far, I know it's only been 3 days so far, but are we considering this right now a dud going on or no?
I think
Like basically from what
Archangel.
they revealed. Like, do we feel it's a
Uh,
dud or
for
what do
me,
we
I
think?
guess. Yeah, for me, I guess you could say it's a dud just because it's nothing I would buy. But the Archangel or Archangel looked pretty
Yeah,
good. Like it looked like a
pull,
good statue.
yeah. Let's pull that one up right now.
The
Yeah.
Beetlejuice, I don't understand. This is me being young, I guess. I don't understand why that may be so popular, but good for people that I know it is popular. So I know people are happy that it's coming out. So, but this looks good, man. If you like, obviously they have a really big X-Men line and at Sideshow in the 1/4 premium format line. So this is definitely a piece people are probably really didn't get up. Hopefully it has a
Yeah.
deluxe edition or exclusive edition with maybe something else. But as of right now, it looks like the only thing I guess you could say it's a museum, and I'm not a big 1/4 museum, but it still looks good.
So Archangel Sideshow. They're all pretty much going to be 1/4, right? Not one
Yeah,
third.
premium formats. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And they went with this for the first option. You know, I agree with Slifer. Just
Yeah.
first one out the door. Arch Archangel. I mean, I like it from what they're teasing so far, but
Yeah, the paint job looks great, man, and the suit, like the details and the texturing on it, looks really good. So, but I'm always an anti 1/4 museum pose. It just doesn't make sense to me. 1/3 museum and up, it's the only way I think museum should be. But I know people like 1/4 museum, so that's just not for me. But I think the statue looks great.
I think up till now, this is the first licensed Archangel, unless
I
I'm mistaken.
think XM had at least a 1/6. I think they had one
Okay.
1/6.
Well, in quarter scale then.
Yeah,
Up to now, collectors have been having to get a custom, and there's some awesome custom Archangels out there. But now that Sideshow's going to be making this, I think a lot of collectors that don't have this character are going to be jumping on it to add to their
for sure.
spend collection.
Mike
it
brings a
says
good point.
1/4
Yeah.
museum are good space savers. Well, I agree. I prefer 1/4 anything, but Alan, right? Tell us
What?
1/4 or 1/3 for
In
you.
this? Oh, no. First of all, I don't do Marvel, and I think they're smart doing a quarter scale in this because it's gonna fit into most collectors.
You mean aside from Hulkbuster?
Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, but Hulkbuster's quarter scale, but it's a massive piece.
That's true.
But I don't. Yeah, okay. I usually don't do Marvel. That's the one piece, that and the Ghost Rider.
I was just about to say Ghost Rider. It's like it's right there behind you, buddy.
Yeah, and I can't see myself parting with those anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think a lot of collectors are going to jump on this and add this to their collection. And they've been waiting a long time for Sideshow to do one. So I'm hoping that the base looks good and the community really likes it, and I hope it sells well for Sideshow. So far, it looks good.
We spoke about this one time. I don't remember if it was somewhere else or backstage. But we spoke about as far as pieces with wings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like what do you prefer when it comes to wing? Because I always have that's always a thing when I see it. I mean, I don't have any pieces that has wings. But I know characters that have wings. I know sometimes it could be an annoyance, right? Because it depends on space, depends on how the position of the wings, how the wings are done. There's a lot of, so you could love a character, but depending on how the wings are positioned, I know it can force you to drive you to like not get a piece or to get a piece, right? Like for me, for example, because this is the first one on top of my mind, the Iron Studios Hawkman, right? How the wings spread out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 cents.
I probably would never get that, even though I love it. Why? Because the wings, they're so spread out. I wouldn't have a place to really put it, without it taking space with the other pieces. You know, and then you could say, well, you could just angle it and put the piece in front of it, but then I'm blocking the piece. You know, what you call it? What was it? Sephiroth? Wait, he has a one wing. That one's coming out. I don't think it's too bad because it's just one wing, and you could just put stuff other people. But still, it still takes up length, right? Because it's not just that museum pose, right? Because you have to account for that wing sticking out. And I know some people can't display that, but a piece like this Archangel, the wings are kind of behind him, maybe coming over a little bit. That's great because it's not taking up that much area. What is your take on that, Alan, when it comes to pieces with wings? You know,
Yeah. Well, the
overall.
only piece I have now that has wings is the Batwing 1/6 from Jazz Inc. And that was a pain in the ass.
Wait, what from Jazz Inc?
The Batwing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, and you know what a pain in the butt that's going to be, even for you to find a place to put that. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, a statue with wings. I like them. There aren't that many characters that have wings. So when one comes out and it looks really good, I think people are going to jump on it. I actually had that Iron Studios piece you're referring to, that third scale Hawkman with the 2 sets of wings.
Yeah.
I had that for a brief period of time, and then
Oh.
I got rid of it. It was just too difficult to display.
Yeah,
It took up,
see? That's what I mean.
yeah, it took up too much room, and I tried elevating him and setting other characters in front of him, and I wasn't real happy with that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna move this one along and take my collection down a different line. But so far I like what I'm seeing with this. I'm kind of curious. You think they're going to give us 2 sets of wings or just the 1 set of wings? You know,
Yeah.
don't know.
That's crazy, right? And if you have see, that's the thing. So if you have cases, unless it's like this, which I think this is great, right? Because the wings aren't spread out from what I see in this angle. It's a little bit hard to tell, but I don't think the wings is fully out. If you have cases, man, it's gonna be hard to display like a wing creature, any statue that has wings out, right? Because
Yeah.
again, how do you display that thing unless you don't have any cases?
But what you can do is put that character usually behind people and put people in front of the wings.
See, but that's what I'm saying. That's annoying.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
But
man,
for me, yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. For me though, I don't care if it's out, like if it's out or it's like in. I just don't like it being so stiff. I guess you could say like a cape. You know, I don't like when capes are stiff. I like them when they're flowing, kind of like Prime One, Superman Hush. You know that the sculpted one's flowing. A lot of Batman capes, like Check 1000 have a flowing cape.
Yeah.
So I don't like when wings are like stationary, kind of like this one. There's a piece that's an unlicensed piece with the character Hawks, Freddy from My Hero. And there's a statue of his, and he's kind of like in a motion to move up, and his wings are in 2 different positions, and it looks amazing. So that's why I said I think someone said, I think it was Mitch or somebody that said that making him museum is a weird choice, especially with how dynamic some of the X-Men pieces are that they have. So out of all characters to put it this, you're making a wing character grounded when he should be more.
But in 1/4, what are you going to do? All right, so I prefer characters when their wings are spread eagle. All right, I prefer that because it looks hot. Like they have wings, man. I want them to fly. Like I like it when they're spread out, But then it goes to the question, which is, how am I supposed to pose that up? Because like what Cypher said, he has the PCS Purgatory, and he's like, it looks good, but it takes up a whole garage shelf. And then what do you have to do? Like you said, Marcos. Now I got to put stuff in front of the wings.
No, I got you. I'm gonna send you that Hawks thing. I've shown you it before, but it was a while ago.
Yeah.
Look at how they do it. I'll send it to you in your message. But it is not all the way out like that. But it's in an action pose and it's flowy, I guess you could call it. I just can't have, like I said, I just can't have a winged character grounded, man. It's just like stiff and grounded. I just can't have that.
I know. I just want to know, and anybody in the chat too, like how would you, especially Slifer, because he was bringing it up, like how would you, what pose would you give Archangel? And that's the last question I proposed for this. I'm just curious, like what would you, if you don't have a museum like this, how would you have him? crouched down like he's coming down, like he flew, and now he's down landing, and he has the stuff over him. Like, how would you? And some people just like, well, no, have the wings out. And then it's, not many people can get them. So I don't know. I'm just curious to what you guys think about that. So
Freddie, didn't Sideshow do a quarter scale Hawk Girl or Hawk Woman? What is that character?
They did,
Yeah.
a quarter scale.
Yeah, and it was a kind of an action
Mhm.
thing with the wings. It didn't appear that it took up a whole lot of room, but then again, the wings I don't think are as large as what's on this particular piece.
Mm. Well, man, it looks good. Is it
I
the
think
first choice that we wanted? But no.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think once collectors see the entire piece,
Mhm.
they'll probably warm up to. I think it's going to sell well for Sideshow.
And it's a big line for them, the whole X-Men line. So
Yeah.
people, and like you said, Alan, this is like the first. I think off the top of my head, I think this is the first 1/4 at least. Maybe the X-Men one was 1/4 and 1/6, maybe. Yeah, Apocalypse, because this obviously goes more the Apocalypse, line for X-Men.
Yeah,
Down
I'm thinking the
Apocalypse would
same.
be cool too. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
We'll see though, man. He's a character that's very popular, at least in comic world. He hasn't been very well done in movies. So at least Angel hasn't.
The original Sideshow Angel was a perfect pose.
Okay, I've never even seen that piece.
I haven't either.
That was way before I started collecting. So shit.
All right. Well, next one up, man, which I know a lot of people have been a little down on. Beetlejuice.
You're not down on this. You like Beetlejuice.
I like Beetlejuice, but would I buy a 1/4 statue of him?
Yeah, there you go.
Pass. I don't know how many out there is excited for Beetlejuice. They got the sideshow Beetlejuice 1/6 figure that I've been considering.
There we go.
It's way down my list, but I'm probably gonna get it because I do want a Keaton Beetlejuice in my collection. So 100% I will be getting it. Some Beetlejuice in my collection. That's for sure.
Well, you never know, Freddie. Once they reveal the whole thing, you might be down for this one.
Let me tell you what 1/4 is way above my list before I get to that. I'm not gonna go through a whole list.
Okay.
Rocky Balboa, Blitzway.
Oh, jeez.
That's way before Beetlejuice. I need that. 2, Bruce Lee, Rooted, 1/4.
I thought you got that already from Blitzway.
No, but I have it, but I'm saying it's not in hands yet, and who knows what happened,
Gotcha.
but it's not in hands yet. That's before that one. Right now I'll just give you 2. There's more, but like those are 2. I'd rather have it in my hand before like I said, Beetlejuice. That's way down the line. So at least in that size, 1/6 is easy. It's like what, $200, 220, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I get that. Pop it in there. Boom. I got Beetlejuice, and I'm fine.
Hey guys, is this how Sideshow usually does their announces? They just
Sometimes.
put the name of the item up without showing anything.
It's like, what is this?
Sometimes. They
A
do
picture?
sometimes.
Not even a foot or anything.
But
They do it sometimes. Remember the Riddler? The first time they showed the Riddler, just said
Well,
Riddler premium format.
That kind of makes me nuts. I don't.
Hey, you love Prime 1. Prime 1 does that same shit too. They said Demon Slayer coming out 2024, and it's been 2024 is almost 2025. We haven't seen anything, so.
All right, let me address
Every
something.
company does it.
Let me address something again. A couple people has been asking. Jimmy, he is out sick today. He's not feeling too well, so he may or may not pop on. Depends on how he feels. Watching we talk about something he likes, and he just pops on, and so I'm here now.
Any sports fan, he's on his Antonio Brown arc right now. He's away from the team. Is handling some stuff. I'm playing.
But we need Jimmy to take care of himself, man. So, as much as we love Jimmy, I told him, I'm like, look, man, like take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? We got you guys. Like we good, man. We good.
You
so all you guys support it. Trust me, there's gonna be so much stuff to talk about. I think the issue is, can we stop at a decent time? Because we like to just talk like we're chilling. Like we just talk about everything, And Jimmy, he's so boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, next topic. We like to elaborate. I guess.
Yeah, like let's
rant,
let's digest this stuff, man.
Yeah.
But Ross, man, we appreciate you too, man. He said hi,
Thanks, Rob.
Godlike team,
Big supporter. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, Ross.
enjoying a sunny Saturday in Sydney, joining the chat with the family and friends. Thank you, cheers. I appreciate
It is
that,
crazy, man. We have a lot of international viewers, man. I feel like they always like say, "Hey, from UK," and then Australia. And I've seen a couple from Asia. I'm like, God damn, man, what are we doing? They make you guys wake up that early.
You have. Is this his first time? You have your first time? Thanks for being here, man. You have says, I wish they would have let Daniel Bell go crazy, though, with a more dynamic pose for this seems like a wasted opportunity.
Yeah.
A letdown like the Silver Surfer. I hear you.
Yeah, they. I felt like they recently have done a better job, Sideshow, from not holding their sculptors back, and we've been getting a lot of better stuff lately. But yeah, that one looked like an old form museum, premium format. Outside of like I said, the texturing in the suit and the sculpt in the suit looks really well done, but just looks like a basic, museum piece, which kind of stinks a little bit.
Yeah, I would say, man, with the I'm curious. I want to know how good they're gonna do, because with the 1/6,
that's true, man. That is
Sideshow,
true.
it does not look that. It looks okay, but it doesn't look all that great, and I am hoping that when they do this, man, it'll look way better. That it'll actually have Keaton's likeness, So we'll see. Here's hoping. I ain't gonna talk about that art. Should we talk about that art that they got?
Nah, man, I'm good. It's
who's getting that Sideshow art?
Awesome for you. It's awesome.
Who's getting that Sideshow art?
Another art print.
Wait, hold up. I already had it queued up.
There's actually something on their site that shows.
Was it this one? Was it this one?
No, it actually shows the art of it.
It's another one. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Wait, no, I think. Yeah. Wait, is this it? Wait, is it the Vader?
Yes, Vader with clones, stormtroopers.
Is this
around.
it?
Yeah, that's it.
This is the third day of Sideshow. What they gave to us.
And they had the matted version too, as well. I think this is
really.
That's
pretty cool.
Oh, there we go.
It's not bad. Like I said, it just
Oh no, I thought it was going to be something hokey. I like this.
What? Who out there's getting this one?
Not me.
Anybody?
I like my art prints vertical. I'm not a big horizontal art print guy.
Alan said he likes this, so he might be getting
Alan's getting it.
No, I'm not going to get it.
Okay.
I like it. That doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to get it. Stop it, Marco.
Can I zoom in? Oh shoot, I could zoom in. That looks good, man. All right, we got to talk about art, man, since we're already in it. Actually, I really do like this.
It is pretty cool.
It's really cool. I really like this. Okay, if I
this art would look good with that new PCS.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, with that new bust.
Got me thinking.
Really well with this.
This is nice. Yo, all right. So you had shared this, Marcos. Well, we gotta talk anime, right?
Okay, let's do it, man.
Uh-oh.
Jimmy's not here, so we're gonna take the time out.
This is my favorite IP.
Quick, let's talk about anime.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. What is this? This isn't the one I wanted to talk about. What is this?
Which one are you talking about, man?
This guy.
That ginormous one?
No, you just sent.
Oh no,
something.
That's
you just sent me something.
Yeah, that was for the Archangel piece. Like I said, that's the pose I was
like. What I was going to talk about, but
it's in the Godlike chat. You see, Freddie? It's in the Godlike chat.
Oh, okay. No, because I was like, what is this? Okay. Nah, yeah. All right, I see it now. There we go. Is it Ryu Studio?
Yeah, Ryu Studios.
Okay.
So this piece was teased a long time ago. Just like I think it was at Wonderfest. They just put it out there. Um, if it was just painted, non-painted, just the whole big thing, but it's ginormous. So people are like, "What the hell?" And people didn't believe this piece was gonna come out, but it looks like it is. I think Freddy might be frozen, but
No,
he's moving. No, he's moving now. He's moving. Um, but yeah, dude, like this piece is for me. I'm not getting it. It's a ridiculous price. It's like $11,000, and then there's another version that's like $14,000 or $13,000. So it's not for me. It's ginormous. It would fit nowhere. The shipping is going to be absolutely ridiculous. I know that. Let's see if it's here.
Can you guys see me?
Yeah, I can see you. So yeah, this is this piece right here.
Oh yeah.
And the biggest issue I have with this is that it's not even a real scene or anything from the show. It's just a random. It's like the biggest characters -1 that's not in it, and just fighting in certain different poses. There's I don't know. That's the biggest thing I have an issue with. It's very random. There's nothing really that's source material like besides the characters, but it's just a very impressive piece with just the scale and the size of it and how wide it is.
Tell me again, what am I looking at?
Okay, so this is from the last big arc. So we just got out of Egghead. So it was the arc before Egghead is called Wano, which is the longest arc in One Piece history. So it was, I think it was close to a little bit more than close to 3 years. It was written, so it was a long time. So this scene basically is like the rooftop scene, they want to call it. It is a godlike statue, just how big it is. So whoever gets this, it's gonna look amazing just because how ginormous it is. But yeah, the raid on Onigashima. Yeah, bro, it is completely random. I know what it is, but it's random to me because there's characters fighting characters that they never fought each other. Like Marco shouldn't be in there. Should be Big Mom. Yamato, I guess you could say she should be there, but it just super. It's everywhere. I just wish it was based on the scene. So the characters that should be shown is that character to the fall. Oh, right. So yeah. So there's 2 versions too. This is like the ink version, and I actually like this one a lot. So out of the 2, I don't like I'd rather have the ink version versus the painted.
It's
is that a rock?
For reference, it's 60 inches tall and 72 inches wide.
Mm-hmm. It's huge. Yeah.
That's nuts.
And yeah, so it's like a big skull Freddy that you're looking at, kind of, and then obviously like rocks. But
wait, no, that brown thing. What is that?
Yeah,
that looks like a horn coming out.
It's an Oni skull, basically. That's the Oni is like basically the main villain, Kaido. He's like a part of this like some race called the Oni. They're kind of like just ginormous beings, and they have like horns. So it's kind of hard to explain. But yeah, just for me, the reason why I say it's random, it's just a mixed match of characters, fighting a mixed match of characters too. So, but if you could go to that ink one, Freddy, it's just like black and white. I actually do like that. It's a very different take on it. I like that version way more, right there. So if I did get one of these, it would probably be in this one. It's like the what is it called? Batman Sanity, like the black, like the smoke version versus the color version. I probably would have gone smoke version versus the colored one. So I do like this one actually.
So you got some blue in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's very creative.
I like the
but it's like I think it's like $2,000 more just for the black and white paint, which I don't understand. But I think it looks cool out of the 2 versions. But yeah, so this, yeah, I know.
I'm with Mitchell on this one. I'm like, he's going through all 2,000 episodes, try to get to what this piece is trying to be.
So last thing I would kind of say is that this piece right here, I think it's like on Todd's site. I think it was like $13.99 or $13,999. But yeah, it's crazy. And then
wait, how much?
Included.
$13,000.
Yeah, $13,000, and then the other one was $11,000 or $10,000. Let me look it up.
So not 1,300.
No,
it's at 13,000.
Yep.
Oh yeah, let's all get 1 or 2 of these.
So okay, so this one right here is.
Hold on, let me see how big this piece is again. Hold up. What? I mean.
So this piece is.
This thing is huge.
Oh my god, he has centimeters on his site. But oh, here it is. It's 63 inches tall, nearly 75 inches
Sorry for
wide.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm looking at.
It's a one piece.
All right, you can see the reference from the people how big that is.
Yeah.
All right, ain't no day one
Day
for
one,
me.
no
Day one for
shot,
Marcos.
dude, for anybody. Oh, but I will say this: that the black and white, the ink version is there's only 25 edition size, and the other one, let me see it again. I just saw it. The colored version is like 100, I think.
Extreme Gamer says is 5 feet
75.
tall, 6 inches wide.
Crazy. It's probably the same depth wise too. Obviously, like probably 6 feet wide, 5 feet wide, or deep. I mean,
Do you see what they have it on? You see what table they have it on?
it's just table, yeah.
What this?
The picnic table.
There is no display case,
No, yeah, you put
box.
This on the floor.
This you literally. This would have to be on. First of all, this is almost as big as my dining. Well, no, my dining room table's it's a rectangle, but dude, this is huge, man.
Yeah. So what basically I can see people doing is getting a bunch of those like kind of like small like pedestals, I guess you could call them, or like small little platforms, and they just get a bunch of them together, put them together, and then yeah, it's busy. The one thing I'll say about this, about being busy, at least it has the size to be busy. I guess you could say I can make an excuse for that, but it is busy. It's just a lot of characters. So
Edwin, I didn't recognize you, Edwin, because you didn't do caps.
Well, this is a different Edwin.
Huh?
This Edwin lives about 15, 20 minutes from me.
Oh wait, he lives close to us. Yo, why don't we hang out? We need to hang out, man.
Yeah.
We need to hang out.
Actually, Edwin and his wife Elizabeth, we get together a lot.
Oh, that's cool, man. I want to hang out with you guys. Edwin, man, we need to link up. Me, you, and Alan.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
I'll make it happen.
Yeah, man, I'm out there too. One and done piece. I agree, Marcos. I think if you get this, man, you don't need another one piece at all.
Sure, yeah, for sure. It just there's so many better characters than some of the characters that are on the statue, though. So that's another thing I don't care for. Yeah, dude. Yeah. So One Piece is like just crazy in every way possible, and I love that the statues are becoming more crazy, but the price tags are as crazy as how crazy these statues are getting too. So you got to be rich to get this piece, though. This is you can buy a car with this, $13,000. So, but I would say this you get a lot more with that $13,000 than that fucking Prime One Square Enix, Final Fantasy 6 piece that was $13,000. So I don't know.
You mean you're not getting that?
No, I'm not getting it, man. I'm not getting it. But whoever gets it, congrats to you. You got a lot of money, and it'll look like people are going to obviously look at it because it's so big. You can't not look at it if it's in someone's collection.
No, you put that in your house, you're going to trip over it.
Yeah, and I'll be so scared just to walk around it, honestly, because my shoulder might tap it or my knee or something like that. That piece I would be so scared just putting it together, walking around it, people accidentally touching it or wanting to touch it that they don't need to. So I don't know. That piece is a nightmare, but it's impressive. Look this thing. There we go. What do you guys think about it though?
Not for me.
I know he's yeah. No. Well, if it's One Piece, I'm out. I know we spoke about this. I think we touched on it on Sunday or last week.
Yeah, they announced the price point.
Yeah. So what do y'all think about? I don't think we touched on the price too. So I think some of us guessed 2K. Some of us guessed 1.8.
Brian said like 3K. Hold up.
Yeah. So no, so this came out to be, what was it, $1,999, which I don't think is that bad at all.
I don't think it is either, considering everything that's involved with this piece.
So what do y'all think about this piece?
Yeah.
I
like that you've seen it.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I just talked for like 30 minutes, so you got it, man.
I happen to like this piece. I think it's very creative. To some collectors, there might be too much going on, but when you compare this, if you think this is a lot going on, that last anime piece we just looked at, I mean, there's so much going on there that you can't even figure it all out. this because of the light up feature and everything. I like this. There's a couple things I would have done differently, from a design
Look at the Death
standpoint.
Star, man, in his helmet.
Yeah, the only thing that could have been better is if the Death Star was exploding. But I like this, and that Darth Vader art print. If you combine these two, look pretty good together.
Starship. I really like this, man.
But that
I don't know. Every time I see this, I cannot not quote that scene. You were my brother, Anakin.
Yes.
Don't do it, Anakin. I got the high ground.
Yeah.
And then I found out the Kuchera brothers did the sculpt on this, and those guys are top notch. I mean, they did they did a lot of I would call it the Mythos, the Star Wars Mythos line. So those guys are great, and this light up feature is amazing.
I mean, first of all, how cocky is Anakin, man? I'm like, this dude know he didn't have the high ground. Still try to take him out anyway. This is so cool.
Right here. Yeah.
You remember we were trying to figure out when we spoke about it last week what was going to be on the other side?
Yeah. Yep.
And, the big reveal, boom. I actually think this came out really good. I really like this. But, like some of them said in the the chat, man. Some of them it's like it's too busy. I like it if you're into this stuff.
I like it too. The only thing that threw me a little bit was the size. At 22 inches tall, at first when they first revealed it, I thought it was going to be life size bust, but obviously it's a little smaller than that, which is probably a good thing for most collectors.
It could be a legit life size helmet though. Like, because it's just the helmet, It's not like it's a neck and torso, So, or not torso, but like chest, just a helmet. So it could be. It's hard to tell though.
Yeah,
I doubt it. But.
I used to have a life size Darth Vader bust, and I recall that helmet was a lot bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So even if it isn't life size, I mean, it's still a nice representation. I think it looks good.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I'm worried about for collectors getting it, they have not shown a picture without the light up on. So on the website, it's always light up on.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm worried because I think the light up looks pretty good on the lava, but I just want to see how it looks without it because you're not going to have it lit up always, So I just think the light up, I think they maybe try to hide something. I don't know. They at least should have shown a couple pictures of it not lit up, just like natural how it looks. And then I just feel like it might not look that good, not lit up. The Death Star part in the helmet is the part I dislike the most. It just looks, yeah, I just don't like it. I said it last Sunday, I didn't like it. But I like out of all the busts they've done so far, like the Hulk and then the Carnage one, I think this one's the best one though. But
yeah,
like that Carnage one is so hard to see anything because everybody's like red, and he's a red character, and like you see the side, Spider-Man's red and blue, and then there's a couple other Spider-Man in it. I think there is a Venom that's at least black, but that's about it. So that one's really hard to see stuff. The Hulk one, I just didn't like that much in general, but this one is the best one they've done so far. I just don't like that Death Star. I like the Palpatine though. That's a cool effect right there, the little hologram. I like that a lot. But busy maybe, but that's what they're going for. They're going for these like crazy storytelling concepts with these. It's not supposed to be, two different things or three different things, but I still say they should have Kid Anakin in the back. I felt like they should have done that. Walking in, the sand.
Oh boy.
All right.
I know where this conversation is going to go.
Now. Oh man, Square Enix does it again. Okay.
They priced out the whole
Alan, what do we? I don't know what to say, man. What do we think about the price for this one? Because
I think they're out of their minds.
Cloud Strife versus Sephiroth.
Yeah, I've been reading comments.
You wanted this piece, no?
in
Didn't
the
you want this
Facebook
piece?
groups.
Were you gonna get this?
No, 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 no. I, for 2/4 scale statues, I don't care what IP it is. This is just priced ridiculously high. And I know there's collectors that are gonna get it because they just love this franchise. They love the characters, and they're gonna get it, and that's great. And congrats to everybody that's getting this. I'm sure they'll be like super happy with it. But for me, no, I can't justify almost $5,000 for this. When I think about that Terminator bust with the silicone and the glass eyes and the leather jacket and the likeness on that Arnold, and that price is actually less than what these are. So I just don't see the value.
Yeah.
Night. Why is that? He said how much they were asking for more. Wait, why? Is it because you think it's worth more, or because you want to hear people keep crying and complaining? But you know they're gonna get it. Yo,
If they price it any higher, nobody's going to buy it, and maybe that would.
Dude,
you think so,
Even
right?
more.
I don't know. All right. So just based off what Extreme and Cypher was saying, right? Because I kind of see this is the problem.
Okay. Well, congrats.
So this is the problem because I kind of I agree with them, right? Because if it's something you really love, I mean, it's not egregious. Like let's put it like it's not like they're saying, hey, it's 5,000, 5,000 for each statue or 15 grand for, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's it's all what you think a price is worth, but I don't think it's super egregious to the point where you're like, oh, I can't 5,000 for 140. You know what I mean? It's not that egregious. So I can't.
I get
If
that.
you really
point.
love something, right? Like this, because people have been wanting a good statue of these characters in this size for a while now, and finally got some good ones, and people want it, and they're willing to pony up to pay that money because they're not the only two who said that. Like, I mean, they'll, like, they don't want it to be that price, but they'll say, "I'm gonna get it anyway." I mean, if you really love something, I mean, is price really gonna stop you? I mean, if it's not like super egregious, which I don't think it's overpriced, but it's not egregious. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying 100%. Like, it's not 13,000 Final Fantasy 6. That piece was egregiously priced. This one just overpriced. I get your point, Freddie, 100%. But I can see why people are mad, and then I can see why people said, like Raul was saying, like, well, shit, like the other one sold out. That $13,000 piece sold out supposedly. I don't know if they're lying about that, but supposedly sold out. So people will this whole line, this IP is very popular, obviously in Asia and obviously in America too, but definitely in Asia. I know that for sure. It's just I think the characters look great, like the details on the wings,
Look at
the
that.
portraits, everything looks great. For me though, if it wasn't for Square Enix, this Prime one probably would have prices at what, 1,400, like for the deluxe editions, maybe 1,500.
Yeah.
So it's about $1,000 more than it should be. The bases are very basic. They're very specific to this look too. They have to be like, it looks like it has to be side to side. You can't have them both facing forward or a different angle. Really, you have to have them strictly facing off against each other. It looks like, which limits you on how much you can 5K.
So hey, I know
Tifa with silicone everything though.
So I know Carl was on this show when we did the Prime 1 live when they were doing the announcements, and I know Carl was excited for this.
Oh yeah, he was.
And I know Carl was one of them, which is he don't like the price, but he gonna cop it anyway, kind of thing, right, Carl?
Well, he said he's only shelling out 5K for Tifa.
Well, yeah, he's not getting all three, but the fact is that he's still getting them, right? I don't
know. We'll see what he says in the comments.
Nah, Carl's getting it, man. I know he's.
But yeah, those are my points about this piece. It's 100%. I agree with what Freddie said. It's not egregious, so it's not like you can, it's not something you can't justify yourself getting it if you really love the IP. But it is overpriced, and then there are people that will never get this piece probably that are saying, well, this is why they price so high on certain pieces because people still buy it. We're like, shit, man, that's capitalism right there. So people are going to buy it at a certain price and they buy it, they're going to keep selling it. And if they don't buy it, they're going to lower the price.
Carl, we all know you're going to get it.
Yeah, but
We all
did
know
they
you're gonna
come
get a
out with the
Carl.
edition size on these, Freddie? Do you know?
If they what?
Have they come out with the edition size on these at all, or is it like the to be decided?
Um,
Yeah, to be determined.
Okay, it's to
I
be
don't.
determined. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they came with the edition size. What I
Okay.
do know, and I know a lot of people have made this mistake, and if this is those who are on the fence and are going to order it at some point, like Carl, fronting like he's not gonna get all of them. Um, uh, so what I have learned is, I think the total price is 5K if you get the combo. If you get them separately, I think it's was it 4,900 or something like that, right? You can't get it separately just because you think $100 less. So they do charge you $100 more for the combo pack because you get the sword,
Yeah,
right?
this one. Yeah.
The combo pack comes with the sword. So please
Yeah.
do not make the mistake out there, whoever's gonna order it, and say, I'm just going to get the pieces separately so I can save $100. No, you got to get the combo pack. Because you get the combo pack, you get the extra sword, which is this one right here. Which is, I don't are people going to display it with the sword? I don't know. I'm not a
I
huge
don't
Final
know.
Fantasy fan to know
Thank God, right?
how you're going to display this. Carl Cipher, you any extreme gamer? How would you display it with this sword um or with the other sword? You know, right here. This is the classic sword, right? So this is how I would do it. You know, I play the game. I actually beat Final Fantasy 7. And this was, man, I was like 12 or 13. But I don't know much about it. I'm not big into the lore. I just played it because it was cool and I beat it. But that was my extent of it.
Yeah, and let
For
me preface
PlayStation.
this too. I don't know anything about these games. Besides, I know Cloud. I think was on Tekken 7. I think that's the only reason why I know him. I could be wrong too on that character, but I'll swap outs constantly. Uh, but yeah, they look great, man. I just don't know much about the IP. I know people were happy about it, but a lot of people were a little upset too. So
Yeah, I'm like you, extremer. I do that a lot. I like to swap stuff out constantly. You know, that and being part of the 1/6 space, like that has swap outs and stuff. And I like to change things up. You know, I never, it depends on how I feel. You know, I may have it in there for a couple days, a week, couple months. Eventually, I'm just like, you know what, let me just switch it up. I'm like that too. You know,
well, you're a
keep
figure
things
guy
fresh.
too, man. So you're used to like switching things up
Yeah, but that's
constantly.
what I'm saying. But I'm like
Yeah.
that with statues too, right? It's
Yeah,
just,
that's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm saying you're used to doing that with your
yeah, yeah,
collection.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I go crazy when it comes to um when statues are being offered with like different parts, different swords, different weapons, different arms. I love swap outs, because it just makes me feel like I get more from my statue instead of I'm not knocking it just being one thing, right? If it looks great, that's great. But I love it when I can switch up a pose, how they hold the sword, which stance they're doing, the different face sculpts. When they offer like 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm like, whoa, how many sculpts? That's crazy. I go nuts. You know, you guys are like that, right? No, Alan, or you just stick to one
No,
and you just leave
for
it.
me, I usually buy the deluxe edition of usually everything. But the reason I do it is so that I can have the widest choice of how I can set up the piece. But then I don't switch things up. I pick what I like and it stays like that. Everything else goes back in the box. But I like having the deluxe editions so that when I go to sell the piece, it's probably going to be an easier sell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What about you, Marcos? Same.
Same as Alan. I usually have a specific look I always have. I've switched things up like Detective 1000. I've gone, different portraits, but at the same time, I still go with that one mainly. So I'm and like my Deadpool PCS 1/3. I have like one specific look really. I've changed it up just to change things up, but nah, like I'm usually just a one look person. I do like what Alan says. I do usually get the deluxe just to have every option that I can have. But there's always gonna be a look that I like the most. I'm just gonna go with that usually 95% of the time. So, um, I'm not like you guys. I'm not the super artistic person. I'm very more put it up and look at it and like it. But you guys do all the creative stuff. I'm not that. I've never been an artistic mindset. So I have one look usually I like, and that's what I do. So
Yeah.
Ooh.
but I'm learning. I'm obviously learning from people like Alan and other people's collections. So that's a good thing. I have a bunch of like I have a whole tab on Facebook just like displays that I'm gonna like learn off of and hopefully do when I get my own place. So right now though, just very basic right now. Garage shelves. Yeah.
Well, that's okay. You know what? Once you get your collection tuned in,
Yeah, for sure.
fine-tuned, then you can break away from the garage shelves and get the module cases and things of that nature. Because right now you're kind of in a mode where you're kind of testing what you. I mean, I was there.
Yeah,
You know,
it took you like 10 years to really get where you're at. You said I remember. So
yeah,
yeah.
I've sold off more pieces than I currently own.
Mhm.
That's how bad it was. So I can't even imagine. I don't even want to go back and calculate how much money I've lost doing that. But
Like, look at that portrait, dude. That thing looks sick, man. It looks
it
great.
is.
It looks
You
like a
gotta
video
get
game character right there,
it
like a
works
cutaway
really
scene.
good. Yeah,
That's why they paying up for this, man.
but yeah, I still couldn't.
Look at that. Come on now.
But we'll
Look
see
at that
though
stance.
if the edition size or like because it's to be decided, like Alan said, correct on these pieces.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
if it's a low edition size when they come out with the number, then it'll show it probably didn't sell well or if it sold well. I think they made that mistake with the Hush Superman, the 1/4. Remember they had an edition size and it sold out within like a weekend. So I don't think for big IPs, I think they're just gonna do to be decided from now on. And but obviously that limited edition size has that FOMO effect too. So it does.
do you guys think they'll correct the engineering on these to where you won't have to use those clear plastic rods to hold up the swords?
But do you have to?
Well, right now, what they're showing, the prototypes have clear plastic rods holding up the
That's no
swords.
bueno. That's no bueno.
So
I have a piece.
I hope they fix that.
They don't
They gotta
show
fix
it,
that.
but on the prototypes they did show it. So I'm hoping that they can engineer these to where you don't have to use those.
Mm-hmm. I have one piece, but it's ginormous. That's why it has, but it's all in the back of it, so you really don't see it. But it's such a heavy piece that it needs it kind of. What's up, Josh? But yeah, so I don't like it either, though. You have to use those rods just to support it, to be careful,
Yeah.
obviously. I don't like that feeling, but sometimes it
Yeah.
just has to happen. Maybe not with swords, though. That's kind of wild. I
I
don't know.
see Extreme Gamer posted that the swords are ABS that Square Enix said, so they're going to be light. So
Yeah, should be fine.
hopefully, if they do that, they'll not have to use those rods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, let's take a break. Thank you, rock and rollers. Rock and roller ranking says, "Sup nerds, did everyone get the statue they wanted for Christmas?" So yeah, let's pause for a bit. I know we touched on it a little bit earlier. Kind of, but I'll start with you, Alan, and then Marcos, and then anyone in the chat who wants to share. I'm actually curious. Did anyone get the statue they wanted for Christmas, whether it came in or whether you ordered it? Alan.
Oh God. I did not.
POs count. POs count.
No, I didn't PO anything.
Good for you. Good for you.
May surprise you guys, but I did not PO anything. I'm kind of sitting tight because the Queen Studios life-size Arnold bust is on its way. It's been shipped, so I'm hoping that maybe mid-January it shows up. So that would be really cool. I am thinking about picking up a piece. I was going to talk to you guys backstage about it. Which one you think I should get? I'm thinking about picking up the Pattinson Batman.
Prime 1 JD?
It's either going to be the Prime 1 Blitzway or the J&D. I've narrowed it down to those two. So I'm still kind of thinking about that.
They're both good pieces. I like Prime 1s more, but with your collection, I would say maybe J&D because it fits your collection a little bit more with the museum bases that they do.
Yeah.
I personally like the Prime 1 more, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Great pieces, though. Great pieces. For me, though, I PO'd a piece, the Gecko Mori. I showed it last week. And then I guess you can say that the recent order before that was the Maul, the PCS 1/3. So I'm happy I got those two. coming in hopefully soon. Not soon, but they're coming in. I'm in a weird spot, man. I have so much stuff paid off, and it just hasn't shipped yet. That's all it is, and it sucks. I have an itch to buy something, just ship it now and give it to me in a week. But I should be smarter. But it's been a while since I got a piece in it. We all know that feeling. You want to get something in, open it up, like a 2-year-old, and
it's like it's an addiction, Marcos.
yeah, and I just got to be smarter. That's all it is. Like I've looked at those sales sites, and like, should I do it? Just do it, maybe do it, and I should stop. But actually, a man bat, I paid shipping today, so that should be coming in, the custom man bat, within a month. Yeah.
That's a nice.
Oh wait, that's the one. That's the one with the bat symbol in the middle.
Yeah.
The bat signal.
Signal.
Bat signal. Yeah. And then that he's covering it.
Mm-hmm.
The man bat, and then it's a whole bunch of blood. Oh, that one's nice.
Yeah, I can't wait to.
Actually, I think that's the best one.
Yeah, dude.
I think that's the only one out right now.
Yeah, I know Sideshow's coming out with one relatively soon for PO, but I still like buying way more. It's a little bit more expensive, probably.
I think so.
But I think it's still a better piece, detail wise, paint job wise. They're kind of the same concept, but I think mine's just a little bit better. So, and that's my opinion. It could be everybody loves the side, and I'm glad Sideshow's doing for collectors that don't have the piece I'm getting, and then they have licensed piece that I know some people care about, and licensed or not licensed. So I'm happy there, and I'm just happy Sideshow's doing villains that aren't, the A and B villains. Are doing like the C and D. It feels like sometimes now. Hopefully they start doing like Mad Hatter and those type of characters. That'd be fucking amazing, man.
That'll be a fun live unboxing.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, it'll be a good one. I might be doing it on Will's channel though, so since he's a very big custom guy, and you guys would probably just join on too. So, but yeah, man, that should be coming in next month.
That's a big piece too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a pretty big piece. 1/4, yeah. And then I saw actually today, Jay from LBS, they have a good amount of production pieces for that Superman LBS that I have on order with him too. So that should be coming.
Wait, which one?
The Superman 1/3 LBS.
Yeah, but which one?
Oh, dark blue.
Dark.
Blue.
Okay.
The dark blue. Nice.
Yeah, I have that one coming in. How to get it, man? It's that animated series, Justice League animated series. Look for Superman, the dark blue. So I have to get that.
Every day is Christmas for Marcos, man.
No, it's not, man. I'm just single and I'm dumb. Right when I get a girlfriend, this isn't a change. I know it is.
Nice. I miss those days when I was single and dumb. Oh.
And I'm young and I have, I got some money, some leftover money, so I'm just being dumb right now. That's all it is. I should say.
I'm single and dumb. It works for me.
There we go, Alan. And I've been there, and I know it works for you because it was amazing. So.
Sheesh. Yeah, I'm not single and dumb. I gotta count everything. So no new POs for me.
Oh.
Yeah. No. I'm not. I'm trying to behave, man. I'm trying to behave.
So Marcos, you got the Superman coming from LBS. You ordered the Wonder Woman from LBS.
I haven't done that yet. I will get it though, but I haven't done it yet. But I'm 100% getting it, no doubt.
You're gonna do the Batman as well. You're gonna have the.
I'm thinking doing the blue one, the blue version of the LBS.
Okay.
The blue and gray. I like that one actually more than the black one. And I already have a black suit Batman. So I actually do prefer that blue version for LBS over the black one. So it kind of works out perfectly if I do get it. So.
If anybody wants Hush Soups, 1/4 still available.
There we go. It's sold out. The Lux edition sold out within a weekend, but I know they have the regular edition that Jeff's talking about. So
the year's not over yet. I'm saying thank you, Jeff, for putting this on.
It's a solid price. It's $1,000 too, so it's not bad.
Knight say he copped the Bowen vertical Sandman statue. Ooh.
What's that? I haven't seen it.
Congrats. I wish I could pull it up right now. Nice
I
piece.
got you. I forgot.
Yeah. That's a nice piece, though. Congrats. Extreme Gamer, I did the Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, I know. He had to cut a bunch of his POs for that piece.
That's another one, man. That Kratos piece.
Oof. Yeah.
I feel sorry, man, for those who wanted that too.
You say, Alan? Prime 1 piece? The Prime 1/3?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing.
It's amazing, but I'll give Raul and some others hope that the Timothy Chalamet piece was what was it, $1,800? I think it was $1,800. So I thought that those pieces is that whole line, the premium museum master line, whatever they're calling it, was gonna be like 2K plus. So the fact that it's in that 18,000, probably 2,000 range, you have to for 1/3 too. It's not like it's 1/4. So, yeah, dude, that Kratos should be more than the Final Fantasy pieces. I think that thing is amazing. That Kratos piece, for what we've seen. So, and it's 1/3. Like, come on, you can't beat that. So, there we go. Cypher. I know Cypher's a big
J&D fan. Yeah, we'll see. Rock and Roller Rankings. He got the Harley Hell on Wheels in today. Congrats. And Batman versus Joker will be here on Monday. Oh man, what a Christmas.
Congrats. Very
nice, man. Oh, he's talking about Sideshow probably, right? Hopefully yours doesn't fucking break, man. That's happened to a lot of people. Hopefully yours is in shape.
Wait, what? Also, the Batman v Joker?
Yeah, the Sideshow, there's a big engineering issue. Some people's comes in good and some they're breaking. Like it's like
what's breaking? I missed that one.
Yeah, it's like the piece that's holding Joker and Batman. It's like a wooden plank or a couple wooden planks is like breaking on some people's. Like Chris, the Batman statue collector, had his just break. Like it was.
He had a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I know people posted like their issues like in the comments. Like I had the same thing. So there's an engineering flaw because like having a whole 1/4 character like up in the air on like there's no rod Freddy holding that plank up. It's just like a fucking polystone plank that's holding up a 1/4 statue basically for what it looks like. So that's scary, man. But hopefully yours comes in good, man. JWR. That's but I know Sideshow's doing a good job. Like you can fully get your money back if it's broken. So Sideshow does really well in that, or you can get a new one. Or I think.
And this is why we pay the Sideshow tax.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
This is why I try not to complain when Sideshow hits us with that tax because when something's wrong, straight back, no questions. They ask questions, but they also like, hey, we'll give you $40 if you keep the statue. Nah, I don't think so. Give me a new one. But you know what I hate, man? Which is it's happened to me twice. Not with a statue, with some Hot Toys, which is when they don't have the piece. I mean, it's all of a sudden it's all good when you could get it back and get your money back, but if they don't have that piece, man, it's annoying. And then you're left with the decision: do I take the money or do I give it back and try to find it somewhere else? Because sometimes some pieces, man, you can't get again, or you have to wait. It's not in stock, and then you have that decision to make. I don't know. Would you guys out there, if it came down to it, I know it's happened a couple times. A lot of people, like, hey, I'll take the money, or the coupon, or the points, or I just return the statue. Me, I would return the statue. I did that twice, not with statues, but with Hot Toys. I'm just like, I can't, man.
It just depends. Like with this one, it looks like an engineering flaw, so I would be scared. Even if it came in perfectly, I would still be scared. Like in the future, wait, blah blah blah. But for some issues, like if it's just a pretty bad scratch on something, maybe just take the coupon, or maybe just wait for a new piece and get that back in. If there's no real engineering flaw, maybe just just a scratch up here and there during shipping. But for me, it just depends on the piece. Like for this one, I think Chris BSE is just getting rid of it and getting a refund. So he's even doing that. And I know some people said they're doing the same thing. So,
but this is how I look at it, right? Alan, I don't know if you're the same way. And again, I don't know anybody in the chat is the same way. I always think about it if the piece comes broken or damaged, scratched, whatever, right? What happens now when I want to sell it off? Yes, I could get it fixed and repaired. I know people have done that. What if I want to get it sold, right? Will I have a problem now? Yeah, I probably got it repaired, and I may not have gotten it repaired. Oh, it's a little scratch here or something. It's a little chip. I'll deal with it. Now, is it a problem to sell it? Or if you lower the price, it wouldn't be that hard than normal. Like, is it easy to move the piece?
I don't know. From what I've found out, for myself, when you go to sell a piece, collectors are fussy. And if they have a choice of picking up yours that has maybe a little defect and it's a little cheaper versus somebody else that has one for sale and it's in pristine condition and it's a little more expensive, they're going to go for the pristine, more expensive one.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah, if that happens to me, if I get a piece in that's damaged, I usually try to send it back and get a replacement.
Hmm. What if they don't have? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, if they don't have, I'll take
Yeah,
my
because
money.
that's
I'll take the money back, and I'll just wait for the secondary market to pick up one that's in good condition.
okay. So I mean,
You know,
I consider doing it if it's not that bad, right? Or if it's a
but then you're going to run into that same problem. You go to sell it, and you
yeah,
have, in good conscience, you have to disclose that
yeah,
it's got damage, whatever.
yeah.
And
What it? Mhm.
it's just hard to sell, or you're going to have to lower the price to, which unfortunately we've been having to do that regardless lately. But
But what are the odds? Is it okay? So it doesn't like kind of like uh well, my Jamaican peoples would say sweet you a little bit, but wouldn't it make it good knowing that they'll give you some money back? Like say, hey, oh, here's $300 credit. It's like, well, I didn't get the statue full price. Here's $300 credit, so I actually got the statue cheaper. Yes, albeit it has some defect, but I got it cheaper, and it's kind of probably a forever piece. I mean, yes, even sometimes some things. My Terminator bus is a forever piece. I ain't moving that,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I know because we do have forever pieces, right? We'll sell other pieces and keep it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying if you have that forever piece, like, wouldn't you just deal with it? Because I'm like, I don't really have to worry about moving it. It's gonna be
well,
mine anyway. I'm not selling it. I'll deal with that little chip or that, or I'll get it. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you? Still,
I
you
mean,
wouldn't take that
If you
credit?
can,
you
if
know
you can
what?
get it fixed, might as well with no cost. But if you have to pay a big cost for shipping there and back, yeah, I probably would just keep that little chip or something. Maybe fix it up with
Yeah,
someone local. Maybe can fix it up. Maybe.
yeah.
But
Because
if,
we've
if
seen
it's a
that
forever
before.
piece
You've
of,
had it before, right? Where it's like you have a little scuff, or it's not
yeah,
crazy. It's like why go through all that process? I'll take the
yeah,
$300
mhm.
credit. I'll deal
Sure.
with it. No,
Yeah.
that's just me. I don't know. You know.
Yeah, yeah. No, I absolutely, I know what you're saying, Freddie. And
Okay.
I think in a case like that, if it's something like really minor,
Hmm.
and if they're going to give me a decent amount of money to hold on to it, yeah, I might do it.
Yeah, Aiden said he'll keep it as well. So I mean, I guess
Yeah.
if it's a huge, you know, like a huge break, I get that. But if it's something, I don't know. Like me, I
I
might.
know if that Arnold bus comes in and there's a problem with it, even if it's a minor one, you're not going to be too happy about it.
No, but like I said, I'm only. That's why I'm dealing with the extreme, right? I'm
I
only
know.
dealing with like again, like say that Terminator bus, it's sold out everywhere. Just for example, that Terminator bus sold out everywhere. You can't get even Queen Studio says we don't have that T2 bus anymore. I went to every option. Everybody said it's gone. And for the ones right now, there are retailers right now selling that thing for 7, 8, 9 grand and whatnot. It's sold out. So if I was to give that back, then I'm gonna have to pay 7, 8 grand for a T2 bust, right? Or I have to wait for God knows how long
Yeah,
for that to become available at retail. Do I say again in that situation, I love T2, I want that T2 bus. Am I gonna give it up because some little, like say that little Arnold piece, the one where he's naked, if it had a
yeah.
little chip or a break, will I return that whole entire bust
No,
and
no.
say, or I'm just like, you know what, I'll deal with that little
Yeah,
naked Arnold is missing piece of something. Just give me the whatever $200-300 credit and I'll be fine. That's what I'm talking about. In those
oh, yeah,
cases,
yeah. Okay.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about in a case where, oh, there's like 3,000 made. I just give me, I ain't talking about that. So that's kind of what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. No,
So, but that's what I would do. I actually thank you for all those who are still here, sticking around and hanging about. I want to do something that we don't do that often. Um, and Jimmy, we spoke. He was like, he wanted me to do that too, and I was like, yeah, that'll be cool, man. For those man who take the time out to post in our Godlike Facebook group, man. Again, you guys keep all this running. It's not me. It's not even Jimmy or any of that stuff, man. It's everybody here. I just wanted to highlight some stuff from our Facebook group page, if that's all right with everybody. You know,
yeah.
I want to do that, man, because I mean, you guys share some awful things. Rock and Roller Rankings, you too. I know you shared something as well. I would love to share that art print, man, that you got, man. It was just some cool stuff I saw during the last couple days that people did and got over the weekend of the week. That I want to share, man. I think it'd be cool. It's one of our great people in the community, man. I wanted to share his display. Yo, tell me what y'all think about this. I seen this, as you can see by my comment. Yo, look, man. Kevin, he's been sharing his Maju Space journey with us, man, and I appreciate it. And he's like me, but he's actually doing a better pace than I am. We both got a space, and we both was waiting for Maju cases, and we both had our pieces just like sitting in boxes forever because we were just waiting on a display to put it in. And the Maju cases finally came in because when I was streaming earlier shows, I didn't really have any Maju cases, right? Because when I moved, I still had stuff in boxes, and I was like, I'm not putting anything up until I get my Maju cases in, because I didn't want to take it out and then it's all over the place, and then the Maju cases come in, and I need the space to build the Maju cases, then put it. I was like, I ain't dealing with that. One shot, get the Maju cases, put everything in. And then after the Maju cases are built, I slowly put stuff in, unbox. So that's what Kevin has been doing. And his journey is crazy because he's unboxing a lot of these pieces you see here. This is stuff he already had, and he's just been putting stuff out, and he's been like organizing and rearranging stuff as he gets it in. And I like the fact that which is what most of us do, right? Except for Alan, because Alan is like, I ain't moving my stuff again because it's one shot is too big. But Kevin, he does what some of us do, which is we like to rearrange things from time to time. And he's always playing with his display setup as he's putting stuff in. So I just wanted to show this, man. I think it's incredible since he got his Maju cases and he's been unboxing stuff. I think his Spider-Man
I still love that
universe
that
right here looks great,
Spider-Man
man.
that Spider-Man Venom dio, that custom piece is one of the best pieces ever. I know there's a lot of issues with the breakage on the bottom right, but that thing is so sick, man. It's one of my favorite pieces, custom pieces right there.
Wait, this one right here?
Yeah, the Venom Spider-Man dio.
Yeah.
No, not
This
Miles
one?
Morales. The one right behind it, Freddie.
No, the big dio.
Yeah, the big dio. The big dio.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Let's say, do not. It's the biggest piece probably there.
Oh, yeah. No. I was thinking. Well, no, because I know that piece too had issues with breakage. As well.
But yeah, I love that he has.
I was scared to.
Go ahead.
No, go.
Oh, I was just saying, I love that he has a Hulkbuster Iron Man. That's one of my favorite pieces. When I saw that Alan's, I'm like, I gotta get this. I need to chill out. And then you come to realization, you get like, it's like when you see Alan's collection, you get like high, basically. Like, I need this, I need that, I need that, and then you realize I don't have that much money, but I need it, someday in the future. But that XM Iron Man piece, Hulkbuster, probably will be in my collection one day. It's just not right now. I got too much stuff going on, but that's a dream piece. I remember when I first started watching videos online, that was when I saw always on people's collections, like, I need that piece. So, but dude, I love Kevin's collection, man. It's a great one. I think he's Dallas too. So I think me and him talked about him and Jimmy going to like a con or something in Texas and linking up. So
cool.
Hopefully one day we can do that.
That's a nice setup. I like what he's done.
Yeah, man, that's good.
I like it. Yeah, the way he organized that top shelf, really well done. Yeah, looks
man.
good. That takes a lot of work.
These Funko Pops.
Oh, dude, yeah, so much work.
People don't realize how many hours that he may have spent moving this here and moving that there and getting it the way he wants it. Yeah,
dude, imagine. Yeah, Alan, just imagine putting that Hulkbuster right there and then putting some other pieces and then putting that Spider-Man Venom piece together, like in that Maju case. That's a nightmare, but it's awesome that he has it.
I used to have that Spider-Man Venom dio.
You got to regret it.
I did. I sold it to a friend of mine, a fellow collector, and I went over to his house and helped him set it up. and I still kind of regret selling it. It's just it has an amazing presence. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it would just be a one-off in your collection though, that which would look a little weird with your collection, but at the same time it could have worked. But it's an amazing piece.
Yeah, I like that iron spider. I like it.
Tell
Always got
us.
that behind.
Oh,
um,
Alan.
The world wants to know when.
yeah.
Everybody wants
When?
to know, Alan. Alan, come on now.
Well, yeah, you know, to be honest, I'm probably hanging, waiting for that Terminator bus to come in.
Nice.
And I think once that piece comes in, then I'll be at a point where.
You know what you should do? It's Alan. You get Freddie in front of the camera, and Freddie does the tour. Like you film him, and Freddie does a tour and talks about the collection.
Hey,
You should do that. You want to do that,
I'll
Freddie?
do it.
Oh,
I'll
let's
do
do it, bro. Let's do that. Let's do that. And we see Freddie, like, because Freddie can go there any day he wants. Obviously, he's 20 minutes down the road, so he's spoiled.
he's
But yeah, I had to go there only when I have my my work conferences in Florida and West Palm Beach. So hopefully, I got one next year coming up, so I can visit again.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, man, that'd be awesome. But yeah, man. What's up next, Freddie?
I want to share this, man.
Oh, so that's a piece I think. Okay, so the Prime 1 sale, I'm thinking about getting that Prime 1 Zatanna piece.
Rock and roller rankings, man.
Yeah, I saw JWR post this.
Yep.
It's a nice print.
Yeah, man. Signed by Joshua Swaby. I seen this, man.
Yeah.
I nearly. This is amazing. And honestly, I thought about you too, Alan. I was like, this is something that Alan might go for.
No, I like this print. It's really nice.
I know you like your
that framed and matted. That's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Zatanna's such a cool character.
Man, I didn't realize.
Sexy. I love it, man.
Yeah, I looked at it a couple times. I didn't even realize. Look at that, man. The background.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Yeah, you see it right behind her. I didn't see that until you
I just love the pose on this.
But dude, I am so close to getting that Zatanna piece from Prime 1. I really am. That 1/3 piece on sale. I really am super close, man.
Really? You like that one?
Dude, I like it, man. And there's an art print from Sideshow that matches it like perfectly almost. Man, I want to do it. I want to do it, but I don't want to do it.
Is that you want to?
Wait, are we talking about the Zatanna where
the big background piece behind it? Oh, okay.
And she is somewhat she's kind of Bat family too. You know, like her and Bruce know each other from back in the day with her dad teaching Bruce Wayne, blah, blah, blah. You know, they're close friends. He probably smashed a couple times. But
it's a big piece.
It's a big piece, and I like it though, man. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I need more female Bat family females. You know, I know I'm gonna get Jay's 1/3 Batgirl for sure. I know I'm gonna get a 1/3 Catwoman. I know the Hush is somewhat coming out soon from Prime 1, so I'm waiting on that really. But I really like the what's the Prime 1, the 1/3 they have already? It's the you know which one I'm talking about, the Catwoman, right? The what artist did it though?
Oh, the Hush?
No. But I want the Hush that they said they're gonna do. But there's another one that's already out. I'm blanking out on the artist's name though, but I think it's Del Auto maybe. I could be wrong on that, but that one looks really well too. But I just need more female Bat family people. So Zatanna, man, I like that statue a lot though.
And Batman learned a lot of the arts of escape.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
From Zatanna and her
part of his
dad, man. Yeah, just escaping out of handcuffs, escaping out of certain situations. A lot of that stuff, it wasn't all at the League of Assassins.
Shadows, yeah.
League of Shadows, thank you.
Bermejo,
there we go, yeah.
Yeah,
I like that
Terry,
one a lot. Yeah,
Terry just posted, yeah.
Dan also shared. Look at that. That's another nice one.
Great art. I just hate that outfit from Harley.
Wait, do you?
I hate the new look from
Harley. Do you have a Harley? You don't have a Harley.
I don't. I'm gonna get a 1/4 one. I had the Dark Metals one on order. I canceled it. I got my money back, so my NRD back from Sideshow, so I'm chilling. So it's not like it's a big deal, but that's easily the best Harley piece of all time. It just, after the 1/3 Say Cheese I had, it just looked so off from my other villains I had. I told myself it's no reason to get 1/3 villains, even if it's a great statue. So, but it looks great though. I love that Harley who laughs. It's so good. Whoever's getting in the chat, man, congrats, dude. I'm gonna live my Harley who laughs life through you. So
Wait, Alan, do you have a Harley in your collection? I don't think you do, right?
I don't.
Why? Wait, why is that?
I don't know. I don't have a Harley.
that's boobs
The
and
one I
booty.
like, the one I like the most, my favorite, is the new one, the Harley Who Laughs.
Mm-hmm.
But it's comic based, and it just is not gonna fit the direction of my collection. So if I were to get a Harley, it would have to be a like a J&D, like what you've got, Freddie.
Movie.
Yeah, it would have to be a movie.
I see. I don't know. That Harley who laughs is so good though, man. I think it's better than the Joker who laughs, honestly, or Batman who laughs. My bad. I do think it's a better statue than that. Better colors, better paint job. Pretty much same concept. But I just think it looks better. Maybe I'm saying some blasphemy here, but when am I not right, Freddie? When am I not saying some blasphemy? Go ahead, Alan.
Yeah, Freddie might be having a difficult. Well, getting back to that Harley Who Laughs. I mean, the first time I saw it, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
With the two hyenas with Bud and Lou.
Yep.
And the chains and the switch outs and the colors, the whole thing. I just think that's like one of the best
portraits. Oh my gosh, dude! The
portraits are amazing. Yeah, anybody that's getting that one,
you got the best, in my opinion, the best Harley that's ever been made.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I know that J&D at some point will probably do another Harley. She's a popular character.
They're doing that stripper one. Remember, they're doing the stripper one.
Yeah,
it's stupid, but yeah.
It's Harley. It's the actress, but it's not really. It's not Harley in the
exactly. That's my big issue on it. It's like it's Margot Robbie with Harley cosplay, not Harley Quinn with Margot Robbie playing Harley Quinn.
It's really not Harley Quinn like what Freddie has.
Mm-hmm.
Freddie's got a good one.
Dude, the outfit for Freddie's is what they did. The J&D, the mixed media is amazing, but they just gave her. I always say they gave her Angelina Jolie lips for no reason. Her and the Catwoman one, the first Catwoman one they did, like Angelina Jolie lips were out of nowhere. But what's this, Freddie? Freddie, what's this, man?
Did
Are you talking, Freddie? I don't know if you're skipping out or anything. I don't know.
Can you hear me? Testing.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Anybody out there following this?
Yeah, a little bit.
Iron Studios.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they dropped a lot of new stuff.
Yeah, let's. All right. Does anybody here collect Iron Studios? Let me ask that first.
I have One Piece. Can you guys guess what character? Can you guys guess what character it is?
One Piece.
No, they don't have One Piece. But I have One Piece from Iron Studios. Which one is it, motherfucker?
My guess was One Piece.
No, that's it. What do you think, Alan?
That's funny.
Come on, guys. This is like a layup.
Deadpool. It's gotta be Deadpool.
Thank you. I have 1/10 Deadpool from Iron Studios. That's it, though. It's all right. It's not bad, but they come out. Dude, Iron Studios is like what's it called? Pure arts to me. They come out with some great pieces out of nowhere, and then they come out with some fucking stinkers here and there too. So it's a weird thing with them. They came out with a bunch of licenses though.
That's what I wanted to touch on. These licenses that they got, right?
Freddie, if you just go to photos, probably like see all photos, you can probably just like click through all them rather than scrolling like that, I guess. Yeah. Get with the times, old man. Maybe I'm wrong, actually. I don't know.
No, let's see all photos.
Yeah, man. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the old man. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Wait. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
We got him.
That's it.
Hold on, give me a second. All right.
Walt Disney.
They had some awards. I don't.
House of the Mouse.
Right. We're just gonna We'll just scroll through it and chop it up real quick. Collectibles channel of the year. Okay. Best art scale. Is this
Their
actually a
1/10
piece?
like deluxe
Man.
pieces are actually really good, and they're pretty big for 1/10. It just they're crazy price tags. It's like $1,000 plus for 1/10. It's relatively
Wait,
big.
1,000
but
for what? What are you talking about?
they're
Wait, what are you
1/10
talking about?
pieces when
1,000 for what?
they do $1,000 for these like
Oh, for the
1/10 deluxe.
for the for the huge ones, right? Is this huge?
They're
The
not. They're
deluxe?
big. They're not huge. They're big though for 1/10.
Because the only one I can really think of recently is that, as far as price with that much, was the DeLorean. They did a DeLorean, and I did a DeLorean Mark 1 and Mark 2. I think they did a Mark 3, and that price tag was like $2,000. I said I could buy a Hot Toys with the Back to the Future figures for less than that. I was like,
Yeah,
man, they
exactly.
out
That's
their
what I'm
mind.
saying. They have like expensive. They're 1/10 like deluxe usually for especially for Disney. They're big ish and they're very expensive. So
But I know they got 110s for cheaper though. You know?
they do know there's like always a standard version that's just like a basic version of the character, whatever scene they're doing, that's cheaper. And then they have like a big deluxe like scene that's like 1/10. That's pretty expensive. So
Your Vision, welcome. Statue Kingdom, welcome, welcome. Thanks
dang
for
man,
joining,
people are
man.
coming in pretty late, man. Thanks for joining.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I know, right?
Alan, would you do Harley life size from Infinity?
Don't.
I
Would you
like
need a
the
Harley?
character. Yeah,
Would you need a Harley?
I like the character. It's a nice looking piece, but I don't want that big of a representation of Harley in the collection.
Which is not just that, man. I would watch reviews on that piece, Alex. There's a lot of issues with that piece. It's very cheaply made, I would say, compared to other Infinity Studios pieces. There's a lot of stuff that they just cut corners on. I felt like, and it just it was a piece that was done during COVID too. That's another thing. You got to think about pieces that were done during COVID. Were kind of there's some corners they cut, you know. So just look at reviews. That's all I'll say. If you still like out the reviews, man, go get it if you love it. But I will not get it. I think that I saw too many things that were red flags.
Any of y'all collect X-Men 97 at all?
No.
Any X-Men?
It's
Nope.
I'm gonna get the obviously Deadpool, but
95,
I'm gonna get
97.
whoever does a 1/3 Nightcrawler. I'm definitely getting, and then I know I'm probably getting the LBS Wolverine. So
Hey,
that'll
Jimmy.
Jimmy's in here.
See, look at that.
He's
He's
here.
on his sick bed, man. On his sick bed. What's up? What's up, Jimmy?
Yeah, hope you're feeling
Glad
better.
you could stop in, man. Glad you could stop in.
Hopefully you're not throwing up your guts, man.
Nah. So the so none of y'all collect. So if y'all had would X-Men even make it into both y'all collection? No.
Yeah, I just said that I'm getting not X-Men 97, but I'm getting
90,
probably
just in
X-Men
general,
pieces.
X-Men. Okay.
I'm getting some X-Men pieces for sure. I think this show was good. People act like it was amazing for some reason. It was solid. I'm glad it came out, but pretty forgettable after you watch it.
This
so.
is cute. Best mini.
I know, right? The little
minis. This is nice.
I love the game in the back, the arcade game.
Yeah, this is cool, man. I like Iron Studios, man, bringing variety. This is nice.
They do, man.
See, this is something I would get to put on like my desk or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like that. This is nice. This Mortal Kombat. Y'all don't do game pieces like that, right?
Nah.
No.
Probably the only game pieces I maybe would get would be Ninja Gaiden. I've thought about the Zelda pieces, like the Dream Studio ones, and then Gears of War. Those are probably the only ones I would get.
All right, this piece.
That looks good.
Okay, I agree with this. The best nostalgic statue.
Yeah.
This piece is amazing. Didn't actual Battle Cat say he has this? Don't you have this piece, or did he say he was gonna get it? I mean, it is on his avatar. I can't remember if he got this piece, but yeah, man, this piece, I ain't gonna front. This is amazing. I think they're killing it with their Masters of the Universe line. Look at Insider of the Year.
It should have been Jimmy. Nah, I'm playing. Congrats, Chris.
Congrats.
Congrats.
That's what's up. Winner.
Actually, it should have been Alan
Insider
Kiefer.
of the
That's
year.
what it should have been Alan Kiefer. Insider of the year. Says he's Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise always. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I can't wait to see what their Matrix line is gonna look like. I don't know.
Yeah.
So the thing about which I'm confused because they have so many like scales and lines. I'm hoping these are bigger scales, but sometimes these just could be 1/10. So which for us doesn't do much, obviously, but I hope like the Alien and Predator and all that stuff is like maybe 1/4 and 1/3. But who knows, man?
Well, all I can say is good luck to them. I think the pieces that Prime One are doing are going to be really tough to beat when it comes to Predator and Alien. Who knows?
Inside job.
Oh yeah.
I
wanted his hair so I could clip it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh man, nah, man, but it's well deserved, man. Congrats.
I think he made a bunch of
Batman
emails and
statue
voted for
collector.
himself a bunch of times. I think that's what Chris did.
All
G.I.
right,
Joe.
so this is the one I really wanted to get to. Wait, don't even touch G.I. Joe right now. This is the one I kind of wanted to get to. After scrolling through all those pictures, this is what I want to get into. All right, Predator. We all love Predator. Every last one of us, right? Even Marcos.
I do too. Yes.
Do
Not
you
the
think?
Predator.
Do you think Iron Studios? Granted, it's probably gonna be 1/10, maybe even higher because they do 1/3.
4th and 1/3.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. They're so random with everything.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think they will finally do what we've been asking for forever?
No.
Prime One, we've been asking for. I've even cried to J&D, sent them love letters and everything like that. They laughed to make it. They said, Freddie, you only got 2 J&Ds. We've been crying to Sideshow, other statue companies out there. I've cried to PCS. We've all have, and we've been asking, can somebody please
the Dylan statue.
give us a Dutch statue?
Oh, they meant Dylan. My bad.
Oh no, I want a Dylan too. But
I want Dylan, dude.
We gotta go to the basics first. All right,
Rest in peace, Carl Weathers,
you gotta
too.
start with the first. Don't be like Sideshow on 12 Days of Christmas. Try first piece out as Archangel, man. No.
Whoa. Freddie's upset about that piece, man.
Don't. So, are we gonna get a Dutch? So this is the thing,
No,
man.
you're not.
And I think,
Stop.
do we think Iron Studios will be the first one to give us a
Wait.
Dutch? Why do I think? Because wait, hold up. Why do I think Predator has been? I don't want to say done to death because we want Prime One to continue to give us Predator statues. Keep pumping them out. There's nobody out there who's hating on Predator statues from Prime One. Keep pumping them out as much as you want. We want them all. But because they're doing their thing, will Iron Studios give us a Dutch? And that's my thing. I think they'll be the first one to do it because they know. Albeit it'll be in probably a 1/10 scale, but I think they'll be the first to do it. And I think they'll do it in a Dio. What do y'all think? No?
For me, I think, put it this. If they do 1/3 Dutch, that gives no excuse for any other company not to do it then. If that makes sense, what I'm trying to say. Like, there's no excuses after that, meaning that if Iron Studios can get a 1/3 Dutch right away, basically, that means every other studio is like bullshitting about, oh, it's too expensive, it's this and that, it's too hard to get, So, but definitely, I'm with Vision. Probably no Dutch, 100%. I'm 100% with it. It probably won't be a Dutch. I think it's gonna be 1/10. If it is 1/3, it'll probably be another Predator. Hopefully not, man. Hopefully it's like a 1/4 dial, man. That'd be cool too, right? Like
That's what I'm saying. Because I've seen custom pieces out there where they actually did the dial with Dutch. He's how the when the Predator chokes him and holds up Dutch. You know, I seen 1 or 2 dials like that, and I think it looks amazing. There's another one I saw. What statue company was that? Was it Prime One?
Or
The one
Dutch's
where
No,
has
Infinity
arms
Studio.
around
Infinity. You're thinking Infinity Studios had a Dutch in the mud.
Yes.
blood. Yeah.
yes,
But Freddie, the art direction on that piece was horrible. They had Dutch on the back.
Whoa.
The Dutch was on the back side of the statue where you couldn't
was
see
dumb.
it.
That was
wait,
That
no,
was-
wasn't he on the
yes.
front?
No,
I remember.
it was on the back. It was idiotic what they did.
And it's the reason why it's never come out, right, Alan?
I think that's exactly why it never came out.
Exactly.
But the concept of sound though, that as far as that that scene, right? I don't say the
like,
concept, but that
pool,
scene.
Yeah.
Where he's hiding and then I think Iron Studios could pull it off, man, because they do dials. I think they do a lot of them well.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be 1/3. It's going to be a smaller scale. But if they did a quarter scale dial like that and it was good, I'd be in on it.
Alan, would you be in on like if they actually do like a Dylan maybe, like a Dylan 1/3?
No.
You're not a true Predator fan then. Never mind.
Can you imagine they do the dial with
You
the
like
handshake?
Carl Weathers, bro. Carl Weathers is OG Apollo Creed, bro. He's one of the greatest
Yeah, no,
actors in the
he's-
80s and 90s.
He's a cool character, Marcos. But you know what? Let's start off with the A character first, and then we'll work our way.
What?
up.
I'll take
Dylan
that. I'll
is
take the
the
handshake
character.
though. Wouldn't you take the handshake? The beginning? That if they do that, I'll.
The
You
muscles
son of a-
they're showing. Dude,
Actually, I thought that handshake was corny.
What?
that's exactly what it was supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be cool. Let's be honest. It wasn't supposed to be that cool.
Both
but
of these
it's
two,
corny cool.
both of them served in the army together. So when they basically, I'm like, you know how it is when I'm saying one of your cool peoples, you know, when you give the bro hug or whatever, they did that whole.
testosterone in that room
Yes.
was super high.
It was the
super
test.
high.
It was a test of strength. You know, they both. You saw the muscles. They both
Yeah.
put their arm
Yeah.
into it. Like yeah,
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Remember Arnie, hey, Freddie, remember
I
Arnie
liked
says
it.
like, you've been in the office too much. Remember? Like,
Yes,
he's like,
yes.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah,
Or
that set
behind
the
desk.
that,
He said behind the
yeah.
desk. My bad.
I think that that set the precedence. I don't think it was corny. I think that's how we do as bros. You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? We greet each other. You know what I'm saying? We give each other the pound, the shake, the half hug, whatever you want to call
There's
it, man.
So much
Good buddies.
Steroids in that handshake, Alan. That was amazing. That was
I
all
know.
pure steroids, and I loved it. You know,
Yeah, it was.
Nah,
pure
but
steroids.
that's the friend, man. That's the friendship, man. I would actually buy that if it was a small piece.
I know
cost so much money.
Ant is teased the 1/4 not Dylan, my gosh, Apollo Creed and Rocky, like the iconic punch, like after Rocky 3. So
Yes.
he's teased that in the boxing ring too. So I would think about getting that piece because I love that scene. Rocky for me is one of my favorite IPs of all time because of me and my dad. I remember multiple times. AMC had those like movie marathons of Rocky,
Yeah.
and me and my dad would watch like from like 8 a.m. to fucking 8 p.m. Rocky movies all day. So
I don't
it's one of
even
my
need.
favorite IPs.
I don't even need to wait for them, man. I still watch it. I watch clips. I go.
No, for sure. Me
Cue it
too.
up again.
Me too. I'm just saying, it's a memory for me and my dad watching all day, being lazy on a Sunday, watching Rocky 1 through fucking X.
Those are the days. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I think we have a better chance of getting a Dutch from a custom company than we do from a licensed company.
For sure.
There's got to be a reason, man.
But
There's
hey,
gotta be a
Alan,
reason.
Whichever one
would you
comes
say
in
this
first.
though? Yeah, Alan, would you say this? If they somehow get that 1/3 license of Dutch, there's no excuse from Prime One. There's no excuse from any other company. They're just bullshitting. They just need to pay that extra tax and then put the fucking statue out. Oh gosh, look at Deadpool. The goat.
Huh.
There you go.
Are you thinking about it? You thinking about it? Deadpool?
I
I don't know what this is, man. I don't know if this is actually a
I don't know what this
piece they're
is.
gonna come out
Not
with.
that. No, it's probably like those mini codes, what they would call it. Yeah. G.I. Joe, you guys want
Any-
to ask for that? I'm good with that.
Anybody doing GI Joe?
Nah, not me.
I'm trying to post
It's
something
too,
else up right
too
here.
old for me. Too old.
Would
for
y'all
me.
do GI Joe? None of y'all into that at all?
No, not for me.
Too old for me, man. Too old for me.
Too old for you? All right. This is the last thing we're gonna touch on right here. Not the piece, but this statue company. So
Basquiat.
J&D, they showed their production video. Oh wait, hold up, before I get to that, it's a GI Joe, the movie I wore the VHS tape. My grandma and grandpa buy me
Oh
2
my
or
God.
3 copies.
That's funny.
Oh man, yeah, I really like GI Joe.
I miss
I
those VHS
myself, I
days,
don't think
man.
I'd.
Those VHS days are fun.
Yeah, I had tons of GI Joe toys. I had a lot of them actually. I don't think I'd put it. The most I would probably do is probably get like a poster if I can, just to have that to be a part of my collection in a poster. And this is probably deep as I would go. Because it's a lot to collect, man. GI Joe. It's a rabbit hole I want to get into. Yeah, man. Basquiat. Anybody out there getting this at all?
Cool or it's a very cool artistic piece. Not for me. Only reason I really know about him is because a rapper used to like end his song saying every time Basquiat for some reason. I
Yeah.
forgot what rapper it was. But dude, like it good looking piece. It looks just like him. A cool concept too. It's just such a out of this world character that you don't think statue companies would do. So it's awesome that Jandy's doing it. You know, so
Mhm.
it kind of has like his real art behind him too, which is a really nice, cool thing. Um,
I'm not gonna lie, I
man,
forgot
they
about
did
this
it,
piece.
dude. I know, me
I came
too.
out of no.
And,
I did not even remember that they even did it. Like
no, I
I
remember
just
when they
woke up.
came out with
I
it.
woke up one day, boom. I was like, oh yeah, this piece. They
I
did do it.
remember them teasing this and everything. It's like, oh shit, that's cool. They're doing a Basquiat. Like, I would never have thought of a company would ever do a Basquiat statue. You know, that's one of those things. Not for me though. But
Most
it looks
people didn't even
great,
know who he was. Most people didn't
huh?
know who he was. So
Yeah,
most
for
people didn't
sure.
even know who he was until
Yeah, he's
this.
just an artist, dude. Like he's a crazy fucking artist. That's all he is. Um, but dude, like this gives me confidence. If they ever do like a Michael Jackson, I might be fucked, dude. Like straight up. So
Yeah, this is why I
because
appreciate,
he has those
man.
Michael Jackson that white socks and black shoes look right now. Yeah, the little jogger look too at the pants. He has the exact
Yeah,
same look right there. It looks great. So man, if they ever did a Michael Jackson like Thriller or a Michael Jackson,
yeah, this is why I appreciate
oh
companies doing
man,
this, man.
and it doesn't look like a doll. That's another thing I have an issue with J&D sometimes. Like their pieces look like dolls. This one doesn't look like a doll. It looks like a statue with silicone. So it looks good. Alan, you don't know anything about Basquiat, do you?
No, not really.
Yeah. Not many people do, so you're fine. But you know, you are way more into art than me, so I thought you would maybe know something more about him. But
No, and if I was going to spend a lot of, no, it really wouldn't match
yeah,
my collection. Even if I knew who he was, it wouldn't fit in that well.
yeah. This is up your alley right here, Freddie.
For all,
These are going to be these are
for
going
all.
to be
Wait, all right. For all of those, all right. This is what I'm gonna have to say about this. The 1/3 J&D community. I have read a lot in the groups. I agree with them. I think they need to revisit doing a 1/3 Catwoman.
Yeah, it's horrible. The one
Because
third was
this
horrible.
came out
It had Angelina Jolie lips.
incredible. Look, the fact that they can do this in 1/6, and again, for all y'all who's not collecting 1/6, y'all need to stop sleeping on 1/6. But especially when done like this in high quality, tell me this is not good.
It's way better than the 1/3. The
This
1/3
is better.
Look at this.
Yeah, way better than the 1/3.
Yeah, the 1/3 is horrible.
Wait, what
I've
just
always
happened?
said that. It's an awful piece.
It
doesn't
looks
look
like
like her anymore.
the
This
1/3 looks like her
is-
face is made out of wax and it's starting to melt.
Oh
Unfortunate.
god,
This is
She has, like,
so
It's
good,
not,
man.
not one of their better pieces.
So I'm finally
this-
in agreement with you guys on J&D having a bad piece. Like this is like the first time ever. So thank God. You know.
No, I agree with that one.
I don't.
But this one looks.
Well, her
good.
with the mask one's not that bad. In the 1/3 that they have.
No, it's horrible.
think it's
She
that
still
bad.
has those Angelina Jolie lips for some reason. And then when you take the mask off, she has like sunken eyes, like she's been awake for fucking 9,000 years. So
I love that pose. I actually, it's something I actually wanted in my collection. I think overall the statue I wanted. You know, not
no,
necessarily.
this is way better. This is so much better.
So So they've been saying, and like I said, I agree with them. They've actually been saying, "Hey, J&D, can you go back and revisit 1/3?" And again, I don't think if they revisited that Catwoman, I don't think it would knock the first one, especially if you do it in a different uh pose, right? You know, so I don't a pose like this. I don't think it would take away. Well, not exactly like this, but some kind of pose. I don't think it would take away um from the piece, especially if they do like a duo set, because they didn't do a dual set for that one. And I know the last couple of J&D pieces,
Mhm.
you've gotten dual sets. The Catwoman for Batman Returns that Alan's
Yep.
getting, right? You're still getting that piece, right, Alan?
Yes.
Yeah,
Michelle Pfeiffer.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer. That's a duo set. You got the Indiana Jones. That's a duo set. You got the Clark Kent, Superman. That's a duo set. So it goes on and on. So you're getting
Yeah.
dual sets. So I think if they revisit and they did a Catwoman and a Selena Kyle, I don't think doing that would hurt the first one. Because I know how some collectors are out there. They're like, don't do a redo 2.0 or whatever, because it's gonna mess up the value. I don't think if they went this route and did a dual set, I don't think it would mess up the value. What do you guys think? Right?
I don't think it would either because it's a whole different approach. I think it'd be fine.
What they could do maybe, Freddie, is like do a Anne Hathaway in that outfit, the other outfit, not the Catwoman outfit, but the other one, and make that the portrait compatible with the old 1/3 statue. If that makes sense.
Wait, which other one are you talking about?
This outfit, like they make a 1/3 statue of this
Okay.
outfit right here, not the Catwoman statue, but the maid looking outfit, and they make the portrait on that one.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like they make the portrait. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but I was gonna say I don't think they'll just do, because that's not their style. They're not gonna give you like a Clark Kent or a Selena Kyle by itself.
That's what they should do though, because the other one is horrific.
Okay.
So
look at this likeness. Come on,
no,
I gotta.
I'm sorry to say.
No, I know. I'm just.
J&D is that other one is horrific, and then people were saying to me, this is why I get upset, because people were telling me, no, that one's really good, and then they look at this one like, okay, yeah, that other one was really bad. After this one comes out, when I knew the other one was bad, so and then they come out with
out of 100.
What's up? Go ahead, Freddie.
Out of a 10, 1 to 10.
The only thing I'd like to see on this, if I can get in, is the pearls. Somehow they
that's true too. That's true too.
Oh, didn't they give you pearls with this? Oh, you get the bag.
Yeah, right there.
I love this.
Yeah.
Go back. There we go.
Oh yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Oh,
but
my goodness.
That's my issue with J&D fanatics, dude. They annoy me with that. It's like they're telling me, they're gaslighting me for years, saying, no, that J&D 1/3 Catwoman is amazing. Portrait looks good, and now this one comes out. They're like, oh, actually, yeah, the last one wasn't that good. And I'm like, no, you. My issue is this: like, I feel like they.
That looks good.
Yeah, that looks amazing. But I feel like the issue with a lot of J&D collectors, like they kind of like try to tell themselves that these pieces sometimes are amazing when they're not that good, because they paid the price that they paid. If that makes sense. Because like I remember people always say when it's in hand, it's different than what I've seen in pictures. That's for me. What I've seen with Alan's collection is not true. Because like that Wonder Woman he has, it looks as good to me, and I thought the piece was amazing to begin with. It looked as good to me as the online pictures as it did in person. So, I don't know, J&D. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm going on a little rant. My bad. Let's just go off me.
1 to 10. 1 to 10. What do you give it, Marcos?
This is like a 9.5 for sure. It's great. It's a really good fucking portrait.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good portrait,
That's
man.
high.
This looks just like Anne Hathaway.
That's high. What about you,
This
Alan?
could be
1 to
like a Devil Wears Prada Anne Hathaway right here. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Like, it looks that good.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, dude, that does not look like.
Am I the only one super hyped for this? I know it's 1.6. But gosh.
I'm not getting it for sure, but I think it's a great piece. And
sorry, guys. I know it's 1.6. I know you guys out there some of y'all don't collect 1.6, man, but this is. Oh.
No, it's great, dude.
I think they did a good job with this.
That's awesome.
Again, a 9.5, 9.6. It's almost right there.
But it looks night and day. Night and day.
If this was a
Alan,
larger scale, yeah, go ahead.
you've been trying to wean me off of 1/6 for a while, and
I
I've been
have.
getting a lot of hate. I've been getting so much hate because I've been
You're a
posting, and I'm
statue
posting up.
collector.
I'm posting up
Freddie
2
was
more
a
things
statue collector,
tomorrow.
bro.
I know I'm gonna get emails because I get I appreciate all you guys out there. I'm gonna get emails. I'm gonna get texts. I'm gonna get messages saying, "Freddie, why are you selling this piece?" You know, and it's all in love. I'm not hating on it, but it's just because it's pieces I really don't want to sell, but because I wanted them and now I'm selling them off because to fund these bigger statues, and I'm selling off like 2 or 3 more tomorrow, and I know I'm gonna hear, "What are you doing, man? These 1/6 that you got are great." Now, Alan, my question is, would you be mad if I invested and get this in 1/6?
No, you're into 1/6, and dude, I appreciate that, and it's a nice piece, and I think if you really like it, you should get it.
Wait, what's the price
However,
point?
however, in a third scale,
Yes,
I would
please,
love
please
to.
hit the like button, please. Thank you.
I would love to see you get that Queen
Mhm.
Studio Hathaway on Backpot in third scale.
That's a good one, man.
The portrait on
Yeah,
that is
I really love that piece. But I
Phenomenal.
got that in
Great.
1/6. I got that in 1/6. Huh?
yeah. You need to get rid of the 1/6 and get that 1/3. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's a good
No, but dude,
case.
this piece is Freddie. For me, it's night and day compared to that 1/3 piece. And it's not even close. But the other one is horrific. I think it's not even decent. It's horrific. So
What's the price? What do you
yeah,
think?
I would say, what's the price tag for this? Is there a price tag for? Because I know that Joker one, the deluxe one, was like $2,000. Was it not?
Yeah, these are usually more expensive than Hot
Yeah.
Toys.
Uh, yeah, that's
There you go, $17,000 for the C type, which is like the super deluxe.
all
1,700.
right. So
$17.99.
all right. So this is what Rock and Rollers Rankings was kind of
Yeah,
saying.
it's stupid as fuck. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's the thing, right? So with this, you're getting. I'm not gonna go all the way back, but here we go. So you're pretty much only getting this for that price right there.
For
Just
$1,800
this.
plus shipping.
So you're getting 2 full bodies. You get those pieces right here, and you get this right here, this Type C, right? So this is a body, but you don't get a head. So I mean, the arms, I think you can put with, because I think it comes with arms, so you could basically build. You could put the arms in there, but basically this one won't have a head. So you'd actually have to. It's pretty much a pish posh or a mismatch that you have to kind of do. So so it's really 2 full statues. You know what I'm saying? With that price, so that's the thing, man.
Okay, my
That makes it
opinion.
difficult.
Yeah, I think because of the price that you could take that
Mhm.
$1,800 and
Yeah.
put it towards one of the third scales or whatever that you're looking to get. I know you want that Aloy, whatever it is, line from Horizon,
Get that
Yeah.
over this.
and some other pieces. I don't know,
Yeah.
dude.
That has more presence, right? Is what you're saying,
Yeah,
basically.
And
yeah,
it looks better.
that's just
And
too much.
And Freddie, you're a statue collector now. Stop
Mhm.
acting like you're a Hot Toys collector. A
No,
1/6
come on,
collector.
see,
You're a
well,
statue
the way it looks
collector,
like,
bro.
dude, I must have sold, I think, like 12 1/6 stuff in the last 3
I
weeks.
know.
Good. Oh, great for you. Congrats.
I know. Get out of that fucking doll.
But it
hobby,
was stuff
dude.
I wanted, man. That was stuff I
I'm
wanted.
kidding.
It was stuff I wanted. You guys got
But
me
that's okay.
selling
When
stuff
the new
off.
stuff comes in, you're going to be so happy to get
Yeah.
those pieces that have, more presence, like that Arnold bust.
Yeah, dude.
I know.
Quick question though, Freddie. Like, what do you get more excitement out of when you unbox stuff? Is it statues or is it the figures? Like, be honest. Like, you can just say what do you want to say.
The statues, but my excitement is
There
not
you go.
with the,
Exactly.
but it's not the unboxing part with the figures. It's the posing and doing
No,
the
I'm not
dios
talking about unboxing.
and
I'm just saying when
the scenes.
my whole thing was this. My whole point was this. what do you get more excited about when you do an unboxing when you see the thing for the first time ever? That's what I'm saying. And you said
Oh
statues.
no, definitely. Oh, definitely the
Yeah.
statues, and depending
Exactly.
on how big the statue is, like a bust or whatever it is. I'm
Yeah.
sure when I eventually unbox that Alita, I'm sure
Oh
I'm
my
gonna,
gosh, I can't believe
I'm sure I'm gonna
Oh.
shed a tear. A tear's gonna, I don't know, a tear might come from Alita's eyes when I
And
unbox
so-
it.
yeah, but
like, why is Alita crying?
she's gonna be
Shreddy,
crying. I've been in a box
I'll be
for 3
crying with
years.
you.
3 years.
Alita's gonna be crying. Like, I've been in this box for like over a year. Oh my gosh. Oh man, look. Thank you everyone for being here. Happy holidays to everyone, however you celebrate it. Being with your loved ones, you know, that's the important thing. I mean, if you don't have anybody to share it with, man, this is what this community is about. It's all about sharing what you love. You know, we're all a family here. Thank you, Marcos. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Jeez, how do you do that, man? You're gonna have to teach me that
Dude,
backstage.
it happens so quick, and then sometimes it doesn't. Like right now, as I'm doing it, I don't know how the hell that happened. See,
Yes.
like I wasn't even trying to do a I did a thumbs up for like 2 seconds, and it come up. I don't know.
Thank you all again for the new subscribers that we got. Was it 365 days?
346.
346. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Please, everybody, before you leave, if you haven't already, just hit the like button on the way out. Thank you for being a part of the community and for sharing your collection and your journey in the Godlike Facebook group.
Yep.
I appreciate it. Be on the lookout for future giveaways coming up soon. I don't know when, but Jimmy always got aces up his sleeve because we're shooting up pretty fast, man. Where we at? 10,000 now? Or are we not there yet?
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Speaking
I
it into
wish.
existence.
whoa. Almost 4K. We're at
Almost
40,000
4K,
off,
man.
40,
Yeah.
400 off.
Yeah, man. We appreciate everybody here. Anything y'all want to say before we cut
Yeah.
out?
Yeah, and be
Go
sure to join us again Sunday night.
Yes, that's right. Sunday night. Which would be, is that New Year's? What's the date?
No.
Sunday. Sunday's the 29th.
29.
Okay. No, it's not New Year's.
Okay,
New Year's,
well-
damn, that's a Tuesday. New Year's, that sucks.
Well, I don't want to say the last show before New Year's because Jimmy might do something else, but might be the last show for the year as we close out, man. But thank you everyone for being here tonight. I appreciate it.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Watch One Piece. There we go.
Sorry, Jimmy, he had to ruin it.
I do. I had to.
Later, everyone. Peace out.
Peace.
Good night, guys.